What's up, everybody? It's TEKNOBLAST with 3 people here. Realistic and Kieran717. We've been out for 2 weeks because it's my fault. I was on a trip and I'm still trying to recover with the time zone thing. But I'm getting better. I have more energy now because I take naps pretty much every day to recover. And guys, tell me what I've missed the last week and a half. I know I missed the release of the ROG Ally X or Xbox ROG Ally, whatever the name is. And I only been able to take it out of the shipping box, unwrap the plastic, take off the seals, and that's it. That's as far as I gone. Are you guys happy with it? Is it what it is you thought it would be?
Man, let me tell you.
Or is it
what's
more
happening? To answer your initial question, right? What's been happening lately, bro? It's been madness.
Madness?
Anger. Crazy
like
bullshit left and right. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. I'm telling you, it's been wild on the internet. People are salty.
People are mad.
Xbox is still dead, though.
It's still dead.
Xbox is still dead.
Oh, I've been hearing that for 20-something years.
Making tears of Scott Tenorman all day, man. I love it. I love it.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if you caught it, but Xbox died again.
Yeah. That's
for real this time.
Really real.
So it was awesome to see the Xbox stuff over in Taiwan, right? Like I said, the pictures that I sent out when I was out there, it was in a underground mall, and this thing is humongous. I didn't even get to see it all. I got to see 2 corridors where that was just like city blocks after city block of just marketplace that I sent pictures of. And there was tons of gaming shops. I don't know if they're all related to each other or they're, individually owned. But they had all kinds of stuff. Like the Yote stuff.
A lot of retro stuff.
No, just current stuff. More of the current stuff. There were some retro. There were, but I didn't go into the shops there because we're kind of moving along. But the bigger ones, I was able to kind of like squeeze in there and just take a look really quick as we're passing by. But like the Yote stuff, they had a PlayStation 5 edition of it and the collector. I don't know if that's available here because I don't really keep up with the PlayStation stuff. So do you know that, Realist? Since you're a big PlayStation fan, do they have the Yote stuff here? Not the game itself, but like the collector's items and all that.
Well, they have a custom console.
Okay, it's the same thing then.
And just because they answered you so smooth doesn't mean I missed it. But yeah,
you missed Yote. Sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out all that you missed. You missed Yote. Yeah. You missed Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
You barely made Outer Worlds because that's today.
No,
yeah, man.
Outer Worlds came out today.
It came out today, but he didn't miss Ninja Gaiden. That happened on Tuesday. He was already here for that. I think he was just.
He was kind of out of it.
I was still out of it.
Hold up, because I was trying to play Outer Worlds today. I'll get back to what Tech said, and it said it released in 5 days. Do you have to buy early access?
Maybe. It's probably that.
Maybe.
Because I tried to do that too. Outer Worlds.
Maybe it's just the embargo. Maybe it's just the embargo was lifted.
Yeah, because it says there's a timer on the PC app.
Yeah.
Because while you guys are on y'all's new tech, I'm still on old tech, but it still has the Xbox store. But no, Tech. I was at Wally World last night, and they have the Ghost of Yote custom console with like yellow decorations on. It's like stenciled yellow. I don't know what it is. I couldn't make it out. I'm too old, but it's ugly. Still ugly.
It wasn't pretty at all. Let me see if I can bring it up on the screen here.
Yeah, Realist, you're right, by the way. Yeah, available in 5 days. It's just up for
October 29th. But they didn't offer a free thing on Game Pass. I haven't logged on to Game Pass today, so I don't know. Usually they have.
Well, I logged on. I downloaded Lantern game. What's it called? Keeper and Ninja Gaiden 4, and I just saw that Hogwarts Legacy is play anywhere. I know it's in Game Pass. But it said owned, and I was like,
"That's a big deal. That's a big deal to play anywhere, though. It is a big deal.
It's a huge deal, bro. This is like for guys like us who buy multiple, who play on Xbox and PC. people like Sick and I don't know about how
Mhm.
you guys. I know Sick doesn't move like. I mean,
Well,
Tech don't move like
17
that. I don't know how
handhelds.
you move,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
no. What I mean is like, come on, man.
I just
What I
messed
mean is,
with you.
what I mean,
He gave up one. He's down to 16. We got to be caught.
what I mean is like the way Sick and I will make buying decisions is if it's Play Anywhere, Xbox. If it's
Yes.
not, Steam. And
Yeah.
for me, Steam or Epic.
Yeah.
But like, if it's not Play Anywhere, and so a lot of these games I bought twice. Like I bought Hogwarts Legacy because my kids don't play games. I didn't even consider them. I mean, they don't. It's not that they don't play them; they don't finish them. So I ended up buying Hogwarts Legacy twice. But my son, he beat it because I told him, I said, man, I'm tired of you buying. I'm tired of you getting me to buy these games that you don't finish.
You don't finish, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's one that I did. I knew he wasn't gonna finish it, but he kept asking for it, Sekiro, and then he asked for Elden Ring.
Oh.
They need to make that Play Anywhere because I ain't buying that twice.
Mm. Oh, I'd love to see
No,
that.
I'm not.
See, they ain't making GTA 6 play anywhere either.
Yeah, I would buy it. Man.
Well, how could you guarantee that though?
GTA 6?
Like, a lot of money, man, to do that.
It's not a money thing, right? Okay, let's check it out. It's about Rockstar can double dip, right?
Yes.
They're one of the few games that, companies do. But if Xbox is leaning towards that, they don't have to buy into Microsoft's. They don't have to buy into Microsoft's vision like everybody else is. I mean, they got the biggest game in the world outside of like platform games. So like Roblox.
Why would you
go? But like
the loyal.
I think they should do it, man. Because why not, man? Why not do some fan?
I guess it depends on mod support, though. You're not getting mod support on console, though.
No,
Right.
You do, but on certain games, but PC. I mean, but Rockstar doesn't even like mods. Are we still talking about Rockstar?
No, I was talking about GTA. I'm just saying the reason you get it on PC is right. No, I get it. I was just talking about that game specifically, though.
Yeah, but
the reason to get PC is mod support, right? I mean, they're not having it on console. They didn't last time.
Well, wasn't Rockstar giving people the blues about using mods?
Yeah, and then they bought the biggest one, right? The one that operates, that powers the thing that they use with the RP stuff.
Yeah,
what do you call it?
They got two big ones at Prodigy, and then no
5M.
No Pixel. Yeah.
No Pixel. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, by the way, when you guys look at that smiling face, you were saying when you guys were saying GTA, in my brain, I'm thinking Gran Turismo, right? Because I want to see that on PC. And dude from Polyphony was like, "No, we're not doing that on PC. I don't want to do it," or whatever he was saying.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, he sounds
Never
salty.
say
Man.
never.
They're trying to force him, and he doesn't want.
Never.
He's trying to fight the current, but that just makes me salivate even more. Like I want Gran Turismo on PC, man. I would buy that day one for sure.
I'm just saying they see that money that Xbox is making too.
Yeah, man, they see it. So.
Never say never.
Right. So, like to answer realist, what you were saying before, Tech has his. He's gonna, I guess, unbox it a little later, and Kieran has his. He did his since day after, I guess. We were doing it on Discord. I guess we should have recorded that.
No, it was that day. It was.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't have waited the next day. I know. Bing was busting my chops about it. He's like, you should have opened it 4 hours ago. And I'm like, chill, dude.
Yeah, you got kids. You got life to handle. Right.
So I don't know this Bing guy. So would he flip out knowing that I waited a whole week?
Yeah. Okay. Bing was the guy that I told you about.
You heard his feelings, right?
Yeah. When I heard his feelings about the Nintendo stream afterwards, that's Bing. That's the homie right there.
Okay. So do we have this mask collectible here in the U.S.?
That's a cool mask.
I don't know if we have. I didn't even bother looking it up before this. But.
Look, it's a Sony monitor.
I've never seen that.
So
do you like the controller? I'm mixed on the controller.
I don't remember what the controller looks like. Wasn't it all?
It had the gold flake. It had it was
It
white and had gold flake and gold like markings on it. It looked. I mean, it's growing on me. It's better than what they offered on the
God of War.
God of War. That was pathetic. Dude.
God, it was just like a stripe of paint or something.
Yeah.
And they didn't even bother putting a logo. Like you couldn't put the logo on there. Like, come on, man.
Nah, you couldn't put like the two what do you call those chain swords on him?
Yeah, I mean, put some
chaos.
So yeah,
the maze of chaos.
So that market, like I said, it was underground. It had tons of these markets here, these little shops, these gaming shops,
tech markets,
and they looked all the same. So I don't know if they're the same people, but it was like every other section as you walk the market, right? Kind of like
big there,
kind of
man.
like you see a Starbucks at every corner, right? This gaming shop was like at every corner that you come up to, and who knows if they're individually owned or just from the same company, and they're just trying to take up as much space.
I don't know the stats behind this, but isn't Japan?
But this is in Taiwan.
More? This is Taiwan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
in Japan, I didn't try to go. We're so short on time in Japan that we didn't.
You didn't get to go to Akihabara and stuff like that.
Mm-mm.
But
I was about to say, isn't that more saturated, like per capita for gamers? And I mean, I don't know compared to like the U.S.
Right.
Like gaming is really big over there.
But also the situation, what I was gonna say, and is definitely true in Europe, because I was on the one on point podcast about a year and a half ago. I was there a couple of times, and there was this one guy who's a cop in Portugal, I think it was, and he like trains SWAT and stuff like that. Outside of America, like the gun ownership is really a tightly regarded thing, even for the police. Like they got to do a lot of training, stuff like that. And even as a gun owner, for those few who do, like they have to go through a lot of red tape and lots of training and stuff like that. And he does that, but he's like an Xbox person in Portugal, and he's like, they don't market Xbox anywhere over there. It's all PlayStation everywhere. Like you saw those on the shop point.
That's been said about Europe in general, right? It's like it's mainly...
right. And so for Taiwan, when you first were showing that, you were showing some PlayStation, and this is why I'm bringing this up, because I've seen these pictures. I know over there it's more egalitarian, where you're seeing Xbox right there, right? You're seeing Xbox stuff there. There's PC stuff there. There's PlayStation, Nintendo. It's more even out there.
Yeah, it was equal.
Right?
I mean, like when I was there, they were showing a lot of Nintendo stuff just because it just came out, right? The Switch.
Mm-hmm.
But going through the shops, it was pretty much equal. Like the PlayStations and the Xbox, inventory.
Your pictures of the escalator reminds me of a funny story. So I lived in the Washington, D.C. area about 20 years ago. And it was right when Fallout 3 came out. And they were doing a mass marketing thing of Fallout 3 in the metro underground.
Oh, nice.
With, and they stopped because there was complaints because of the pictures of Washington, D.C. and the destruction, which is part of the Fallout 3 story.
Yeah, they were scared.
Yeah. They actually pulled it off because there was a amount of complaints on it.
What?
You know how it gets. Americans are soft when it comes to this kind of stuff.
I mean, it is one of the most targeted cities in the world, but it is what it is. I just thought it was funny. Your pictures reminded me of that. So yeah.
And now you're talking about Fallout 4, and they just announced the anniversary edition. Celebrating the 10 years it's been since the game.
What did you see the tweet from Todd Howard?
No, I didn't see that. I just seen the headlines about it on YouTube and stuff.
He confirmed that there's more games coming in Fallout. They are working on it, and he can't wait.
Anniversary edition.
Oh man, there's so many settings they can go with. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they need to do New Vegas now that Obsidian, my studio of the year, hands down. Now that they got a little more time on their hands, hopefully. It's time for New Vegas. Time for mommy and daddy to get back together. That's all.
Yeah.
But it was nice over there, man. It's like there's a lot of food, good food, man. I swear, I ate so much.
I bet.
And it's so cheap too. Like on a salary here, going to Taiwan, you can live like a king.
Yes. In Southeast Asia, you can live like
a whole different story, man. It is
Japan is
expensive.
different. Yeah.
One thing I hate about Japan is the subway system. It is crazy.
It's crazier than New York's. Yeah.
Dude, I've been in New York, and you can easily navigate through New York. I've been there twice. So the first time I went, there's a learning curve, right? To understand, because that was my first subway. But when I went the second time and took my mom, it was so much easier for her because I already knew my way around and knew what to do, right? And we weren't lost, so we didn't waste any time in the subway in New York. And at least in New York, there's one way in and one way out, right? Not in Japan. There's like 20 or 40 different ways to go into one station, right? Mm-hmm. That's how big these places are. There's
pockets there are probably bad too.
There's no like an entrance on the east side of the street and one on the west side, so both sides can be covered. No, it's like a mall, right? There's streets and like corridors everywhere just for that one station.
It's a free for all.
Yes, and we were lost so many times. Like, where do we go? Like, which way do we get out? And I would take a long way around just to get out. And I'm sure there was an easy exit to get out. I just couldn't find it. Right?
Tech is playing battle royale with people on the subway.
and so that was the only thing pretty much I disliked about Japan was the crazy ass subway system. Right? Now it's huge, as in like it covers a huge part of Tokyo. I mean, which is great, right? You can just get anywhere. You don't need a car for anything. Not even to go to the airport. You can go use the train system. But to navigate on how to get in, how to get out, it was insane. Like I hated it. We lost so much time just kind of trying to escape from the underground. So, but other than that, we went to we went to Osaka to do the Godzilla thing, which is a small park. It wasn't even. I was picturing it as a kind of like a Six Flags amusement park. It wasn't even close to it. It was just a few attractions and that's it. Kind of like a mom and pop operated.
Park. But your son probably loved it all the same, though.
Oh yeah, we loved it. And then we driving. I could not do it. There was no way you can have me drive out there again because everything is the opposite side, right? The steering wheel is on the opposite side, and you have to drive on the opposite side.
Which country?
Japan.
Oh, Japan.
Yeah.
So it's like Europe.
It's like Europe. So I was clenching so much because I was afraid I was going to veer off the road because I'm not used to kind of stay center, but the way the way that the car's reversed, right? Trying to navigate some of the streets, like, okay, you go that way to go east, this way to go north. And like some of it was just insane because it curves into a windy thing just to go into one direction. So me and my wife, my wife's telling me, follow a car that you think is going in the same direction as we are. That way we know which way to go, like which pathway to go, right? So we only had the car for one day. So it was just like, that's all I needed. It's like, let's just drop it off, get rid of it. Cause I'm not driving this thing anymore. Cause I was so nervous to hit somebody. Right. But so those are two things, driving and the subway, the only two transportations you need. Right. And, that's
the main reason why PlayStation is dropped off in Japan and Nintendo has been king over there is because the commute. And with the Switch, and they dropped the handheld. Nintendo went back to it. Mm-hmm. I'm amazed like just how small of a footprint like PlayStation overall has in Japan. Like it really isn't as big as you would think it would be, considering it's a Japanese company. We'll see if their new handheld they do changes that. We'll see, but
And one thing both kids and older people are really, really into are those quarter machines that spits out a bubble, like a little capsule thing that has tons of them everywhere.
What's those gotchas?
Yeah. Everywhere, right? I mean, like you could just go anywhere in the street and you'll find a shop that has rows of those machines, right? And there's always people there buying it up, like spending money on those little capsule things that has a little prize in it. And there's
like the old drugstores that you used to grow up with. Yeah. Like, kind of reminds me of that,
And there's so many different things. Like I saw a whole bunch of stuff for Apex Legends. I saw some for Xbox controllers. I saw one for mini purses. Okay, they had miniature foods of one. These little trinket things inside those capsules. They have food in it. Not real food, but like, looks like a food. Like so many goofy little cameras. Like, I have a collectible camera. This is what model.
That reminds me of going down to Brownsville and taking on the shops.
It's crazy how there was like my son, my kids were just like every time they see one, like, oh, can I have 50 cents or whatever the currency is over there? Can I have like, you know, the 50 yen or whatever to put in there? And I was like, you want more? So my backpack was full of these like capsule things because they wanted to bring it back home to their friends.
That's cool.
I was like, so it's, yeah. And then in Japan, I mean, it's super clean.
Yes.
ILP was saying that. ILP was saying that on their trip. They're like, there is literally no trash cans there because no one ever throws anything on the ground.
Dude, you can go to the most shady alleyway and it will be sparkling clean.
Yeah.
It is crazy how clean it is. And so like respectful the people are there, the Japanese.
Yeah.
And so apologetic about like if they do something wrong, like, oh, I'm so sorry. And like, dude, don't worry about it. You know, I'm like, okay.
It's like a culture shock coming back to the US. You're
yes,
like,
and you come back
so
here
trashy.
like, we are trash. Yes.
Something I heard about, okay, there's this one black guy on YouTube. I forget his name, but you know, he's been living in Japan for a while, right? And he does YouTube videos about his experience and dating, all this kind of stuff, right?
Japan hates Xbox. That's your buddy?
No. He practices judo, right?
Yeah.
And his sensei was like, you know, there's a couple of members only guys there, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Members only, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, and they're very polite, they're very nice and everything, but his sensei was like, never borrow money from them. That's the only rule. As long as you stay respectful and nice in certain areas of town you don't go to, because you know that's where they live, right? But they're very nice when you walking past whatever. You just know not to go there.
They got their own mob too. They got their own mob.
Yeah. They're very nice.
I played enough Yakuza games to know.
I was about to say they got their Yakuza.
Yeah.
But,
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to say the Y word. I'm going to say members only the way he said it because I found that to be funny.
Like I said, very nice, very apologetic if they do anything wrong. City is like super clean no matter where you went, right? I'm sure there's some little dirty parts, but I just never saw them, right? Very clean. No trash cans, like you said. No trash cans whatsoever. Because that was once like, where's the trash? Because I had like a bottle with me. I'm like, where's the trash can?
I guess ILP Iron Learn podcast was talking about that because they went out there roughly around the same time you did.
Yeah.
Or like a week before, maybe.
Or a week before, right? And they were talking about that. And I guess the reason why there isn't trash cans, there was like a terrorist attack 20 years ago or something like that. And
Yeah.
In
the 90s as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, when they had
it was in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it was nice. It was nice out there, man. Like I
said,
I
think it was a situation with the seven gas.
And realizing I was like, dude, we're so ass backwards over here, and so
we're so trashy.
So trashy.
We're like the white.
It's like we always want to try to tout like we're the best. We're just like we're not. It's like far from it, you know, compared to what I've seen over there, you know.
When I lived in Washington D.C., I loved the spring because of the cherry blossom seasons. I would love to go over there during their cherry blossom seasons. I bet you that's awesome, you know.
And also, when I was like 10 years old, so this was 1990. Bro, I went to Canada. I thought the same thing, but Japan is even more because you, like you said, you go to an alleyway, it's clean. Now in Canada, it might have a couple of things. It's still pretty neat, I'm sure, in an alleyway, but not compared to Japan, where
Japan is super sprinkly, clean,
pristine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while I was out there, and because I was in Japan, I started getting a lot of feed from people's TikToks on Japan. Right, people are traveling there, whether they've already been or they're there at the same time I was. And there's this one lady, she started bitching like, I think they're racist. They kicked us out because you know once we paid, they're trying to get us out. And I kind of responded, I was like, look, I'm in Japan. You know, we're completely mixed family, Mexican, Black, Chinese. Okay, and I've had nothing but nobody gave me, they gave me respect pretty much. Right. Mm-hmm. But you have to understand, I was telling her, you have to understand that once you pay and you're done with dinner or whatever you're doing, it's time to go. Right? Because you're taking up space and you're not spending any more. And so, and then if you're going to get efficiency, and if you're going to cop an attitude, you think it's going to work in Japan, that American attitude is not going to work.
No,
they're gonna kick Karen there. Yep.
And so she thought she was gonna get the answer that she wanted, like sympathetic answers or comments, but everybody was saying the same thing, like, dude, don't bring your ratchet attitude over here.
Yep.
Yeah, leave your shirt, leave your shoes at the door.
Yes.
You know, be respectful.
But like they're always playing the race card. I'm like, dude, no, they're not being racist. They just need you out the door because they need to fill up that space. You know, they make their money. And so
one of my best friends went to China, and he's black, and he was talking about he actually took a vacation to China, and they treated him very respectful, but they were very curious because keep in mind with the lack of communication and stuff over there, a lot of those people have never seen a black person,
black man before.
No, they've never seen a black man before.
They asked questions.
They were actually messing with his hair, like I mean, and they weren't like They weren't trying to be rude, although that would be considered rude. It's like they don't know. They have never seen that before.
They ask questions.
Oh man, really? They would play with Realist hair all then.
Is your skin burnt or stuff like that? They'll ask, like they really don't.
They'll climb on Realist and just pull on his hair just to check it out.
Yeah, I'll let them too.
He'll be like, "Let me sit down and make it easier for you guys."
But they treated him great. He said it was just interesting to him. Like they've never seen a brother before. Apparently not.
But no, we experienced nothing but respect from them, and we gave it back, you know. And it's true because we when we had our dinner, we had like this ninja themed dinner that they had. They did a really good job about it, and the food was good. But once we paid the bill, they're like, "Okay, well, let me guide you out the restaurant."
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like instant after we paid. And I get it. You know, they're trying to turn over the table. We can't just be sitting there and like just talking, like not buying anything else, you know?
Right.
So, but that girl,
it's a culture change.
Video,
you have to understand.
She took it as disrespect and being racist. Like, no, they just need to make their money. Time to go. Hoes got to go. But nah, it was great, but I missed out. I told my mother-in-law, I was like, hey, there's going to be a box coming in on Thursday from this time to that time. Please make sure to bring it in the house because I don't want it sitting out there in the porch, you know, at the front door. Not that I have any issues there. I've had boxes sit out there for 2 days and nothing ever happens, but still, you never know when somebody will come up and take something. So you guys had some time with the ROG. Tell me.
Well, Kieran has.
Well,
I
have.
My wife.
Right.
Yeah.
The other two have had the ROG. So they can, I mean, they have a similar experience, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What is it? So where do you want to begin? Like unboxing like you are?
I'm kind of like letting you guys talk while I look at.
Okay. So I did the unboxing on Discord with Sick and a couple other guys, and it was pretty easy. It took you directly into the Xbox app, which from what I gather from talking to King David, because he had a review Rogue, and I was chatting with him on the side. And I think it was mentioned in this podcast too.
This is almost the size of a Switch, huh?
The review ones did not go directly to Xbox. They had to go to the window, and they had to go to window mode to start theirs. But so they've been doing updates up until the last minute, which is not surprising, and they're still doing updates for just a
second. Were you gonna put your camera on, or are you just gonna?
I don't want to mess with the software because that's what messes up the audio.
Okay, got you. I don't run the software in the background, by the way. My camera works even without it. You know, I got the same one. I'm the one who put you onto that camera in the first place. You know, I was gonna get one.
I should have recorded when I did it. I think you're right, Sick. I should have recorded when I did it. You could use it as B footage, right? Because I put the webcam right on it.
Now it works in the background, like the software, but when I actually open it, it's when it jacks up with the audio here on OBS. It messes up everything.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You don't need the software running to hit the camera on. Like I don't have it running in the background. You need the software
to do the special things like the panning,
the tracking.
The tracking. No.
Nope. Now I don't suggest you do it now because you're not comfortable with it. So, but I'm just telling you, I never have that software running unless number one, I'm trying to do updates with it, or if I want to set the camera to look down at my table, which I have it set down to look at the table right now. So like I could turn my camera on and show you, but
I hate
like,
these power cords.
Actually, you know
they have
what?
the big brick.
Maybe I should. Let's see.
So, but if you look at the brick, it's got a nice little 65 watt printed on it. Looks pretty cool. Or is it 65 watt or ROG on there? I forgot.
65 watt on one side and ROG on
It's
the other.
65 watt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got my camera. Look, I'm gonna flip on my camera just to show you that. If you're able to put that on the screen for folks to see.
Look at that keyboard, isn't that slick?
The 8-bit keyboard, yeah, with the Xbox button. That's the main reason I bought it, right? So there's my white Ally that's plugged into. Oh shit! I just pressed the button I shouldn't have. Hang on.
But you still got those. You still got those USB cables that connect by magnets.
No, it's a right angle. I bought a 3-pack of these. Actually, let me show you.
Yeah, but they connect by magnets, right?
No, not at all. I bought a 3-pack of these
Really?
because I needed one of them for my Quest headset. Oh, you know that HDMI adapter that I bought that allows me to use it like like X-Real glasses. So I bought this one, and it's a 3-pack. There's different angles they give you, right? I just wanted this one, right, because it goes on the side of my Quest. Because it goes on the side.
How do they lock in and out though?
It's just a USB plug, and you know how USB works. They just click in. Okay, so this is the side of my. Now I've got the cable there. Take that out. You see the ports there, and you got the connector in, and it plugs in there, and it's flush with the side. Here, I'll show you. Just take off that.
Yeah, I got one of those. I never use it though. Sadly.
And it's flush with the side, and that way I can plug in that HDMI adapter and then wrap it in on the side there. Right,
but it's not a charger. Okay.
No, it's just like a right angle adapter for the port.
But you remember those chargers you told me about on Amazon?
Yeah,
That's what I thought that was.
with the magnetic ones, right?
Yeah,
I know what you mean, but it's not that.
And they came with a 3-pack too. I was like, well, what is that? Because I bought them too. Right. All right, go ahead.
The one from Wish.com.
No, I bought these from Amazon. But anyway, the reason
douchebag
I use that now, I bought that for the headset, and it comes with the 3-pack. What I realized was, one of the other ones fits in great on the top of my ROG Ally. I got this little 3D printed piece to cover up the rest of the port. And I got this, and it plugs into the top there. And my monitor.
So it doesn't pull down.
Right. And so my monitor, I just use it as the dock because it does everything I need. And the dock that I do have, I just use it as a cradle, right? Because like I explained earlier offline, was that with the official charger, it's not. And even by the way, you can see like the plastic broke off. It still works, but I guess it broke off in moving whatever. And it's a nice dock, extra ports, all of that with the HDMI and all of that, and Ethernet. But what happened was, if I plug in on the charger, it doesn't let me use the turbo mode because the wattage from the official charger is not enough. I would have to have one apparently that's 100 watts. To cross the threshold, and then it would work. But it doesn't matter. I just use it as a cradle because my monitor is also a KVM. So I plug it into my monitor like that. Instead of us taking up and out, it sticks away from me.
There you go, Tech.
Right?
Tech got it now.
And so there you go.
Crap, which is the power one? The far left?
Yes. That's what I do. So anyway, just FYI.
So yeah, you have to have it plugged in.
Yeah, the first time to turn it on, you have to have it plugged in. It won't activate. The Steam Deck was the same way. Yeah, in case you press the button by accident.
Yeah, that took him 2 minutes for him to say.
Yeah, we waited for you to say that. Yeah. But
Anybody had over under for 2 minutes? I don't think I said that yet. I don't think I cussed at all when I was doing it. So
yeah, but that's also because I let you know. I didn't wait for you to.
Y'all didn't want to. Y'all were trying to y'all wanted to tell me stuff, but you didn't want to spoil it, which I appreciate.
Right. We were on a line. We wrote the line.
Yeah, you and Turk were like, "Oh, do I want to?" No.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Let me figure it out.
Yeah. Right. Like we wanted you to have a real experience with it, and so like a natural.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, if I asked you, then that would have been different. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I asked you too many times, too many questions.
No. But yeah, I turned my camera off if you want to put back on the thing. Sorry.
You know how silly I am, though? I didn't realize that ROG stood for Republic of Gamers until like earlier this
week. So you
week.
signed it up until you signed like
the it just clicked with me, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I didn't realize
I never even thought about that.
I'm a ROG goon because I have an Asus monitor, Asus router, Asus video card, Asus handheld. It's like me and Corsair. I got the power supply, fans, RAM, case, and cooler. I fucks with Corsair heavy. Apparently, I'm an Asus guy as well because I also have a laptop I never use.
Damn.
Yeah, so in the Gaming Circle podcast, they call all those people ROGoons.
ROGoons? I'm a
goon. ROGoons. I like that. You're a goon. I like that. It's funny.
So I will say this. I did compare the controller handles to a regular Xbox controller. It is a little bit different. It's not as wide. But I will say this. Not that I have ample experience with a handheld, but this is much more comfortable to play an hour or two, going into 3.
Is this your first?
Well, this would be, I will say, I will answer the question yes, because I think there's a difference between a streamer and a PC handheld.
Mm-hmm. And he has the
I have the G Cloud. I have the Logitech G Cloud, right? And which does have a bigger screen. Was that?
Nice device though.
It is a nice device. It's overpriced, or it was overpriced. I don't know what it is now, but it came out at what, $350. I'm like, y'all are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let you know, but it should go straight to Xbox app.
No, it's got a little
unless
setup.
Yeah, there's a little
setup the first time. But after he's done with all that, it'll go to Windows. It'll go to the Xbox app.
Once you do quick.
Once you do Wi-Fi and you sit there and download.
Yeah, I mean you have to do that. Right.
I'm in America.
Yeah, it takes about an hour. Oh, but if you notice already, you're using the controller. See, this is why I wish you had the camera on, but I guess not.
It is.
Where
he's got the camera on.
I don't.
He just doesn't have it on Discord. Well, yeah, I'm looking on YouTube, man. I got it on mute, so he's.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second here. I gotta.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me that, but anyway, yeah. So, like, if you notice, dude, you're using the controls to even do that part, like I was explaining to you before.
Yeah.
You're not in like, touching the screen and having to use a keyboard or whatever. It's all there for you.
How long did it take me because you noticed that? How long did it take me before I started hitting the screen? It didn't take long though, did it?
You were up until the point where you had to type in like Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Because from the moment that you turned the system on, you were already using the controller like you thought that was a native thing to do, right? Because that's what you should expect. If you don't know this tech stuff, I'm amazed and very happy that Microsoft made the controller equal to the keyboard and mouse in terms of how Windows treats it, right? That's very key. And it's like ever since I moved to Pennsylvania for the past 20 years that I lived there, I'm from New York City, where I never had, a power outage or anything like that. In Pennsylvania, I got used to that. And then that's when it dawns on you, right? Electricity is pervasive in your life and you treat it like it's just there. You never think about it until it's missing. And it's the same with the controls. You just began using it like it was native, not realizing that that's a new innovation for Windows.
But it's definitely a solid device. I mean, that thing is big, and but it does feel good. I haven't now with my G Cloud. The way it is, it doesn't have the handles like a traditional, almost like the old ROG. It does hurt, or it does bother my hands after an hour and a half. Right. That's good. That's good comparison. Right. But those handles,
Xbox
don't feel any of that. Yep.
Yeah.
And it feels really good.
And it helps with the weight too. It helps with the weight distribution and all of that. That's another reason I thought it was really want it.
It's not that
bad. It's not that bad.
No, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I don't know what it was, like 4 or 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm. And then also too, it's just like, I guess we'll talk about the software later with the game bar. it seems to me that's the linchpin that Microsoft really wants to do, and that's where I have some critique in that I hope there is more support for the game bar in terms of functionality. Like they have Spotify, and within Spotify you could play your own local music there if you want, right? But I would like to see some Discord integration.
Man, this is bullshit. Now it's restarting.
Because
that's gonna happen though.
A couple of times.
Yeah,
but
a couple times.
And in that device, or even with my white one, ever since I did the full screen experience, it boots up and reboots way faster, right? Because there's not much running, and it boots into that without the desktop and stuff. So it's just like SteamOS. They did the same. It's what I've been saying since the last episode we were on, and even the episodes before that, right? It's like SteamOS in that way, where it's not running the desktop. It doesn't even launch any of that software at all. So it's it's saving CPU and RAM especially, and it's quicker to boot because it's less stuff to have to launch, right? And it happens pretty quickly. Look how quickly it rebooted, right? And it's back in, right? And
I don't like the Xbox game bar. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the Xbox game bar on it.
You don't like the game bar at all, but it seems to me that's the linchpin. It's a lot like on the Xbox, the little like the menu that slides in from the right if you hit the Xbox button.
Yeah,
it's that equivalent thing on Windows.
Like, I mean, so I'm an achievement guy. I think it's a pain in the butt to go and you have to swipe like all the way to the right to get to the achievements, and it's like 4 or 5 different icons.
You could just use the bumper to do that. You know that, right? You don't have to touch the screen. That's the thing. Like, this is what I was saying about the controls before. Yeah, the touch screen is the thing we need to enter stuff, but you just hit the Xbox button.
Yeah.
Just like on the Xbox, you hit the Xbox button and you use the bumper. You tap it a couple times, boom, you're there. And as an achievement guy, I know that's important to you, but it is there by default.
No, I just wish there was. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not feeling it. I feel like there's a better way of doing it, but don't ask me because I don't have the answer. So maybe I'm wrong, and maybe that's the best way they came up with it.
I don't begrudge that at all, because also I remember when it was much slower. Like, it got a lot faster very recently. Just like you were saying, there was a lot of updates that the Iron Lords had to go through because they got theirs early, and there was rapid development at the very end there. And so,
I never cared for the game bar on PC anyways. I've never really been a fan of it. So, and it does remind me of that, obviously. But it's not, I mean, I'm nitpicking, right? I'm not saying it's like a colossal, like, screw up, or I'm just nitpicking. I'm not a real fan of that, but it works fine. It works great.
Checking for updates.
I haven't even had the game like a game kick me out or anything yet on it. Like, I'm actually surprised by that. Yeah. Haven't had any issues with it.
Nothing's
at all.
Crashed. No games.
Nothing's crashed. Yeah. No. And I've been playing Spider-Man.
Very stable for all this stuff nowadays, especially when it's running the desktop. Yeah, that stuff is not.
I downloaded Final Fantasy 9 because I had one achievement left on it, and that's a play anywhere game. And it's a play anywhere game, and I wanted to test that out first.
Which one?
And Final Fantasy 9. And so, yeah, there's an achievement I had. You had to kill like 10,000 mobs, and it actually runs faster on that one, which tells me that game is capped on the Series X.
Yes.
Because I was playing in the turbo mode, and I was just flying through it. So I'm like, I'm going to get this achievement on this thing. I'm not going back to the Series X. So, yeah, I mean, and I ran turbo for probably about a little over 2 hours before I needed to put the charge cable back in.
Wow.
Which is not bad. That's about. Yeah.
Because there's a turbo mode with the original white one where if it's plugged in, it's 30 watts, but the turbo mode without it being plugged in is 25. Okay, yeah. What's the max for yours if it's plugged in? Is it
plugged in? I believe 30. I believe plugged in is 30.
And that's the most?
I believe so. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's what it was. It was, I mean, don't get me wrong, I was zipping through it though. Plus, Final Fantasy 9 already has like a cheat for going fast anyway, so you're doubling that into it. So I'm just flying. Like, I was killing like 400 enemies in 30 minutes, and I wasn't even doing like half of that on the Series X, which I'm like, they must have it capped in on the frame. So I was flying through it. But I thought it was a good try because I wanted to see Play Anywhere, and I knew that was a Play Anywhere game. So I wanted to try that first, download it, installed it. Wasn't no problem at all. And then I moved on because I'm probably gonna primarily.
Before you move on, I do want to mention though. I remembered when we were doing this on Discord, we were discussing on Discord. I remember that dialogue that pops up when you like it downloads like the game saves for the cloud. It happened right then. As soon as it happened, I realized, oh, he's not gonna have no issues at all. And it's just like you say, you didn't even notice until I mentioned it to you.
I didn't even notice it. It was seamless. And for having a device, I mean, don't get me wrong. It dropped something, so I'm stretching while I'm talking here. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's not I'm sure there's people that had some issues with it, just like any device is. But I am very impressed with any device that works seamlessly in the first hour and a half that I use it.
The first impression is very important.
Yes, it's very important. Does that mean it's perfect? No.
Yeah.
Does that mean that we're not gonna that there's some improvements that can be made? Yes. I can't wait to see what this thing does in a year. I really can't.
Yeah.
Because I think they're just scratching the surface.
Yeah. Very literally.
Yeah. And I'm really excited. I disagree. I know ILP was talking about theirs. They think it was released a little, or at least I think Sov said he thinks it was released a little too early. It should have used this like 6 more months in the oven. I disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree too.
Right. I mean, I think if you did your research, right, go ahead.
I think the comparison you can make is because I remember I had the Steam Deck day one, right? I did that live stream, right?
Right.
I had the ROG Ally that I have now, day one. I remember the evolution of both of them after day one. That always happens, right? That always happens. To sit there and like, let it cook. For what? The hardware is ready. The software is ready. It's 1.0 and it's largely bug-free, right? There's everything else that you want is cream and evolution that's going to happen anyway. Why wait? Yeah, it's the cream on top of your cappuccino or whatever, right? If you get it from Starbucks.
I know where he's going. He's going totally different direction, man.
But like, no, I already know. But that's why I brought it back and stay the literal.
He'd be like, pause.
Yeah, you know how he would be, right? That's why I kept to mix the literal with that. But no, really though, I disagree with him on a fundamental level about the point he was making. And shout out to Saab, love that guy, love the IRP guys in general. But like, I just think he was wrong with that mindset. To make a claim like that, it means he does not comprehend the situation. I feel.
I will say this. This is obviously a snapshot into the future. This is going to be an experience that you should be expecting on the next box.
Yeah.
And
all the PC handhelds
I know from the future. I know I'm going to piss off half the Xbox fanboys. I'm all for it. I'm all for it because the options, and I think it's going to be one of those things that people are going to bitch about. It's
a matter of time that things will change.
Right. Yeah. Then 5 to 10. I'm going to be honest with you. I wish they would have done this in Xbox One, or at least they wouldn't be able to do it to this extent, but I wish they would have started the Windows Vision into Xbox One. And I know why they didn't, because Sick and I have some contacts of people that worked in Microsoft and why that didn't happen. There was some plans of them moving that further along in the last gen, but because of the launch, kind of royally screwed things.
Yep.
But I am very, very optimistic with what they're doing, and if people want to say, well, they're turning you into PC gamers. Fine, because I love the fact that I can play my games anywhere I want, in whatever mode that I want, and I am so tired of exclusives and buying multiple hardware.
Anywhere, baby.
Right. And I think someone criticized, I saw someone on Twitter, they were like criticizing because I think Sarah Bond said that exclusives was antiquated. I think there was a comment she made about that. And I'm like, it is. I'm sorry. It is antiquated. And I'm loving. I mean, is it perfect? No. But I'm willing to give them some time to iron out the kinks. And I'm really looking forward to I mean, I think they will eventually will add native or at least emulation to your console games. I don't know when, but I think that's in the plans. But I love the direction they're going.
But they've always talked about that, though. They've mentioned that trying to play those native
games. But it's now you're seeing it.
Yeah.
It's a difference about talking about it because we've heard the talk, and now you're starting to see it. You know, and like PlayStation has a decision to make. And it's an interesting decision. I think I've said it before. It's like your games are going to be on an Xbox or on a Microsoft hardware. Like it or not, it's coming. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just go to PC? Or are you going to take advantage of good PR and put certain games directly to Xbox or whatever? Like, you know, Helldivers 2, they had a good PR off of it. Do you put a Spider-Man remastered on Xbox?
Amazing. I saw so many videos on TikTok. It was insane. I was laughing my ass off every time I saw a new one. Right. Here comes our reinforcement. And it's like it's Starship Troopers or even an old Halo clip or something. It's like here comes Master Chief coming down in the pod.
And I'm sorry for the PlayStation fanboys. They're not going to take it off Steam. They love that money too. And so
they said something about taking off Steam.
No, they always said, well, you know, if this happens, they've been saying that it'll never happen. Yeah, they're gonna block it. No, they won't. No, they won't.
That will require Steam to comply with that.
And like,
Steam's not gonna do that. Because look, PlayStation went to PC for more money.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation went to PC because console is not enough. Jimmy told them the truth. They didn't like Jimmy, but Jimmy told them the truth. Everything that he's been saying, now I don't know if they fired him or if he really retired, but everything that he said is coming to pass.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't lie. They don't have to like it. See, Microsoft's been talking big but quietly. When Phil comes out and says that exclusives are going to mean less and less to our industry, he understands that they're being overrun by service games that people never stop playing.
Yep.
So they need to find the players that want to play their games. Fortnite has already locked down PlayStation. Call of Duty has locked down PlayStation. It's Madden. They've locked down PlayStation and Xbox. So Xbox.
What's the number one? What's the highest selling game on PlayStation in this gen? Do you know?
Grand Theft Auto.
Spider-Man 2.
You mean
first party? First party. Yeah, first party.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2, and it's probably what?
Is it a Spider-Man or Ragnarok? But the reason why I don't give it to Ragnarok is because they bundled it for a year.
Yeah, that's true. But let's say it's Spider-Man 2, right? They bundled it for a
year, but yeah. I think it's
Spider-Man 2. Okay. But what's the sales, like 10 or 15 mil?
For God of War, last I heard, I think it was 11 or I think it was 11.
Right, and their console base is what? PS4 and PS5 included is what? Over 200 mil?
No, that was next gen for Spider-Man.
So Spider-Man 2 was this gen. Ragnarok was Ragnarok
was across PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
Right. So I'm talking about. So I think it's Spider-Man 2 for PS5 gen is probably the highest selling game.
Yeah, if you're talking about exclusives, yeah.
And I'm talking. Let's leave third party out because that's different.
You mean not?
So I mean like PS5 exclusives.
Yeah. No, that I see what you're saying because it's not on PS4. Right. That still did about 10 or 15 million out of how many they sold? 100 and what? Or no? How many? 80 million?
They said God of War sold 15 million copies.
Right. And the point is that you are only hitting a fraction of your total. I mean, it goes to what you're saying. these guys
Spider-Man
are not
2 sold
playing.
11. Sorry, I just want to give you those accurate numbers.
No,
11
that's
for
fine.
11 for Spider-Man.
Got that.
But they're
realist
not. But to
research
your
team
but
on
to
it.
your but to your point though, they're not playing these exclusives. They're not buying these exclusives. They are playing Fortnite on the PS5, the PS4. The reason why they couldn't get half of the people they want on PS5 is because Fortnite plays okay on PS4. And that's the problem. And I don't understand why people can't get that through their heads. If the cost is going up to make these games, and that means the revenue has to go up. So you're going to increase the price, or you have to open up that customer base. And that is what both of them are doing. So there's no way you can get around that.
Also remember, if I'm right, in the PS4, when Fortnite came out, of course, it's free to play, but you didn't need PSN to play online. On Xbox, you did. That was a huge issue. When Fortnite came out on Xbox One, and you still needed live to play online for a free-to-play game. And that pissed off a lot of people.
Dude, playing Fortnite on Xbox One makes me kind of shiver.
You think it pissed off people? I don't think people cared.
I don't think people care.
You know who
cared
cared
to go to PlayStation because it was free on their side.
No, they don't care about that. But you know who cared? Tim Sweeney cared. Tim Sweeney basically, Xbox wasn't fighting him. They were like, okay, because Tim Sweeney was the one who said that in the email that I read that they need to go ahead and make it free to play for no subscription required, online subscription required for free to play games. Mm-hmm. That was Tim Sweeney. Mm-hmm. And PlayStation didn't want to do crossplay.
Yeah, they didn't want to do crossplay. Yeah.
But it wasn't a Tim Sweeney email. It was an email from another high-ranking rep that told them, "You're gonna do it, but if you want us to, we can make you look like a hero on stage. But your leverage left when we became the most played game on your platform. So this is gonna happen." Mm. So that's what. And so if you do it for Fortnite, you got to do it for all the other free to play games. Mm-hmm. But you still have Madden, Call of Duty, 2K, Grand Theft Auto that are going to require a paid subscription. So I guess but that, man, it's just so much. It's just so much going on. The stranglehold that service games have on those two platforms is crazy,
and it's not going away. I mean, you have kids of your own. You have kids of your own. You know how it is. Same as mine.
I mean, my kids like Roblox. I could try to get them to play anything else. My daughter asked me to play Roblox last week. Daddy, you want to play Roblox? I said, you look bored. Yeah. You want to play Roblox with me? I said, no.
My son asked me the same thing, and I'm like, I have no interest in playing Roblox, man. No.
I said, then I'll be bored too.
No. Check this. So my 10-year-old.
I promise you, Roblox will not be on that rogue of mine. I promise you that.
Both of my kids love Roblox, right? My older one
and it's on the Play Anywhere store.
Yes, yeah. My older one has his set of games. My younger one, he has his own set of games, and sometimes they share a game that they like. But if the younger one is not playing with the older one, the younger one will get on his tablet on Roblox with his account. He will get on my Xbox under my account, and I think we have like a spare phone that we just kind of throw around. He gets on that one, so he has three accounts at the same time playing. That way, he can trade items to his main account.
We used to do stuff like that too, man. Dual boxing and stuff.
Yeah.
My son asked me when I pulled the Rogue, "Hey, Dad, can I play on that?" No. That's why you got the Switch too. This is Daddy's toy. You will not touch this thing.
Nope.
I'm sure my younger one would I think
David did the same
going
thing.
To Houston next weekend. I'm gonna take this with me, and I'm sure he's gonna be like, "Can I touch it? Can I use it?"
Hell no. No.
You have your tablet. Use
it.
And
then someone. I mean, I love it. Some people on Twitter are like, "Well, I just think the price is too high for $1,000," and I'm like, I don't think this is the market they were looking for. Was parents buying their kids $1,000 handheld, especially months after they just bought $500 Switch 2.
They don't give none about. They don't give two F's at all. Not at all.
Because
Especially
I'm not buying. I'm not buying
thing.
either one of my boys a $1,000 handheld.
They gotta
no
make
way.
money.
No,
They gotta make
Yes.
money. This industry has already been expensive despite all of that anyway, right? And that's the new blame. Oh, it's Amy Hood's fault. And I'm sure, like they're forcing all types of stuff, right? It seems to be true and accurate and all of that, but it was happening long before that anyway. This is not a cheap hobby.
But there's other options. Like some guy was telling me, well,
exactly.
these rogues are pricing people out. No, it's not. Go buy a Steam Deck.
It's not
Go
right.
buy a Steam Deck. Steam Deck is your budget handheld.
They have no problem.
Everybody loves to say
phones.
everybody loves to say it's the best handheld and blah blah blah, but it can't run anything modern, right? So okay, fine. Well, then rock with that if it's so great. It is what it is.
No issue buying a new iPhone or a new Galaxy phone. Those things run easy $1,000.
Easily. And there are people I know that buy a new one every year, which I think is nuts. Which is nuts. I could go 2-3 years on my phone.
Same here.
And I bought an S25 Ultra, and before that, I had a Note 9.
He had a Note 9, dude.
Mine was crusty and dusty. People were talking shit to me. But there you have it. Now my shit don't think I got new. I already got replaced already, and I bought mine in March.
See, I thought I was making the jump from the G Cloud to this Rogue.
Yeah, bro. Like
you still got the 9? You got it stored away.
Yeah.
Use it for parts.
So do y'all guys think? You guys think that now? I know you guys have better sense, but you got like Moore's Law is dead, saying that the PlayStation 5 is going to be $600. Because that's what it says. I didn't watch the video; it just came in the algorithm.
700.
But like, just like if you pay attention to what's been going on, like the PlayStation 4 Pro came out at $400. The Xbox One X came out at $5. The next gen consoles came out at $5. If the PlayStation Pro is $750, next gen PlayStation is going to be at least $750. But my question is, which I'm pretty sure I know the answer because you guys have good sense. Do you guys think that PlayStation? Okay, if you disagree or if you go counter, you don't have. It's not that you have bad sense. I'm just saying, I don't see PlayStation sitting by watching Nintendo. Nintendo never subsidized theirs. Probably since like the SNES. I'm sure they did some with the NES.
Right.
But even then, the NES was a good price break from its predecessors.
Well, it was a good price. It was better than their predecessor. But see, the NES was $99.
But the Atari and all that was even more expensive as well.
Yeah, but in comparison, they were trash, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so, but like when you saw Mario on a good TV, I remember, man, we had the little knob TV, the tap 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 tap. You know, when you turn channel tap tap. We had that TV, and then my uncle got a brand new TV.
Pliers because he lost the knob.
Click click click. Yeah.
Or a screwdriver. And then I went to my uncle.
No such thing as a remote control. You were the remote control. Like get your
your kids. We were remote controls. Right. So like when I go to my uncle's house, he's got a nice TV. I don't want to derail too much, but do you guys think that PlayStation is going to sit back and watch NES or Nintendo, not NES, Nintendo and Xbox make profits on their consoles?
Hell no.
And then continue to subsidize theirs?
Hell no.
I don't.
I'll go one step further. I'll go one step further with you, realistic. So Sarah Bond came out and said they're working on a premium device, and everybody's like, "Oh, this shit's going to be expensive," and it probably will be. People are like, "Oh, it's going to be $1,000, $1,200." PlayStation is begging for them to do $1,000, $1,200 because what do you think they're going to do? Raise their price to right underneath it.
Yep.
Underneath it.
Yeah, and like. I saw all this coming because I listened to people. Like a lot of people were just listening to see if the little bald head man was going to say something about exclusives. And he said he doesn't like exclusives. He also said that they're subsidizing and they don't make money. You think that investors like hearing that? Like this is so public now. Like the biggest players, Google and Apple, they don't subsidize hardware and they're eating off of everybody because they produce nothing. That's another thing that I heard Sadia complain about. They keep looking into us, but they need to look into our competitors who add nothing to gaming and make more money than everybody in gaming. Talking about Google and Apple. This is why they want to have a store. This is why. And then on the UK, was it UE? What not UE? EU. They were like, they don't need a store because they can't compete. I thought that's what you were for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you see that Google, they cracked Google first. Epic is not going to get off of Apple's neck.
Never.
Because Apple's still going to try their way to weasel money because it's their platform. But
now that they got some victories, against Apple, they smell blood in the water.
Yes.
Well, no, look, this is what's going to happen. And I've been preaching this. You've been like on everybody's podcast I go on. 30% is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite, Epic, everybody's looking at how much money they give these platforms just for hosting their content. They're doing all the heavy lifting and giving them 30%.
Yep.
This is why Epic and Microsoft, they are hand in hand. They're against Apple.
Yep.
They're going to be against Google, but they're both like 12%. Why?
Yep. I think Microsoft did kind of like the silent partner. They're like, go ahead, Epic, do it.
They're not silent. If they were silent, we wouldn't know that they were in cahoots.
No, I know that, but I mean, but they kind of like when they make their public statements, it doesn't seem as forceful as Sweeney's is, and it's like they do respond when the court makes a decision. No, that's true, but that's why I'm saying Microsoft. I think Microsoft took a lot of arrows with ABK. That they were like, let's let Epic take the lead on this one. And I agree with you that they are rooting hardcore. They are both attacking Google and Apple. I agree with that because they want to get their store, but Epic is the one leading on this one.
Of course Epic is leading. They have the biggest game in the world. And they're the ones that are being blocked from the biggest platform in the world,
and they're taking the most arrows from it.
Microsoft
they're taking the most
can
arrows.
Say to hell with you wanting to take 30% of Game Pass. We're just not going to give it to you, and we'll take it to PC.
Yep.
But Epic is the one that wants people playing their games on iPads. That's the most popular tablet cell phone platform.
Yep.
And if Epic wants to do that, they just need to optimize their engine, right? Because in the zeitgeist of the gamers, right? And does this really matter? It depends. I really can't call this. So I'm sure that's often a response that realists would give me. But this time, I'm 50-50. I really don't know. So if you say that in response, I'm not going to begrudge you. You could be right. That they need to fix their engine in terms of optimization this time with Unreal Engine 5. It's bad. And it's been not so great in the past. And we've seen some games that are well optimized. And so it's not just the engine. We saw what happened with Borderlands, right? That was clearly on the developers, but who's taking the blame for it, right? The engine, right? But that's been quickly forgotten, the details of. But the subliminal memory of it was the blame on Epic, and that's what the people are taking away from, right? And so it's another slight cut on the neck of Epic, right? And so therefore, I feel they need to fix that, because if they plan to do anything else that you're talking about, that's never going to happen. Because as soon as they get in those positions when they're on iPads and phones and stuff, and their performance is an issue, because we know how these developers can be and lazy and stuff and love to click.
Have you played Fortnite on an iPad?
I've seen it played on my iPad a couple months ago when it was the M4 Pro was the top. They just replaced with the M5 last week, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I know the spec bump is slight difference. It's really not that big deal. Yeah. So
like from what I see my kids, I don't see any like problems. It moves to their fingers and like, so I'm not, and I don't watch it a lot either. So I'm just telling you from what I see. But like, real quick, how do you feel about them saying that it's not our engine, it's the developers not taking the time to optimize their games?
I agree, because what I was about to say was, of all the games, that's a poor example for those who love to say that the Unreal Engine is, poorly optimized. I agree. It's on the developers, but it's also on Epic, the fact that it's this bad of a problem. And it's the type of thing I hate to hear when other people say about other things, right? Because the fact is, this is on the developers. The engine is very capable if you put in the effort, right? But it seems like more effort than normal is necessary to get that to happen. And the Unreal Engine has been in iteration since the late 90s, right?
Well, I mean, the other thing too is this generation has plenty of examples of games that release on Unreal Engine 5 and there's really no bugs versus games that are just buggy as hell. Hellblade 2 runs on Unreal Engine 5. There wasn't any bugs when it came out. Ran very smooth, ran really well. Borderlands 4, not so much. You know, so yeah, I think Unreal Engine 5, I think when we look back on this gen, you know, if we're like going through the good and bad and the ugly, I think I would put, you know, at least to define this generation, I think I would put Unreal Engine 5 under the ugly, because while there's some great games that you're like, wow, that looks really good, then there's some games that you're like, holy hell, this should have never been released. They should have gone another year with this, right? You know.
So hey, Kieran, like, can you think of any like current gen Unreal 5 games? Because like compared to the hype, I don't see a whole lot of Unreal 5 games. I see a lot of Unreal 4 still. But like, what games are using Unreal 5?
Well, I mean, I mentioned Hellblade 2 was really good.
Yeah, but that you know, look, man.
But it's a different type of game too. Like, you know, I mean, right. But it did. I mean, you were like, when you played that game, you were like, whoa, like that was a good experience. It was a different.
And plus, it took them long enough.
Oh, it did, you know, because they you know, that's my point. It needs time, and these guys like Randy Pitchford wasn't going to get more time with Borderlands 4.
He wasn't. Yeah,
he wasn't going to get more time with that. So
they had been delaying their games, and then,
which by the way,
is it Mafia? No,
I don't think Mafia was.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I will say this, but this brings up another good point. Why I'm excited, why where Xbox is going, because Xbox doesn't need multiple ports next gen if they go to PC route. They only need the PC port.
PC port, PlayStation port, no Nintendo port.
That's it. And then PlayStation's going to have a problem though, because they now don't believe in generations, and so now they need a PS5 port, a PS6 port. You know.
Now that's one thing Jimmy lied about. They can't believe in generations.
Why? They can't now.
and it's the same reason that it's the reason why Xbox can't believe in generations. Is because people can still go load up Roblox, Fortnite, and Call of Duty. This is why Call of Duty is it still going to be cross-gen?
Really? They installed.
We don't know.
They installed Solitaire for me already.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh yeah,
too.
well that's a Microsoft game, bro.
Yeah, but like,
these are some Unreal and easy achievements too. But I like Solitaire. Unreal 5 games. Yeah. Black Myth Wukong ran like trash. Mortals of Avium got the studio closed down. Black
Myth Wukong didn't have the experience. Yeah, they didn't have the experience.
I don't care about the experience. It ran like trash.
No, but what I'm saying is it depends on the development though. To 6 point, well, you know.
Listen, okay. All I'm gonna do, I ain't making excuses for none of these suckers. This is what
I hear. I'm
gonna go through this list.
Hey, Kieran, you see what I have to go through with him when he's going with the back and forth and don't want to hear the facts I can't begrudge him. He ain't talking shit. He's not. I feel you.
It's not that he's I'm disagreeing with him. It's that, you know what? Cool. Yeah, because that's the same excuse that they used for taking a year to put the game on Xbox when we knew that they had a whole deal. All right. So Black Myth Wukong ran like trash. Mortals of Avium got the studio shut down. Stalker Heart of Chernobyl ran okay. Remnant 2 ran like buns. Matrix is baby. A freaking demo. Fortnite better run well. Tekken, I didn't hear many complaints about Tekken 8.
Because they didn't have any complaints.
Go, I agree with you. Those games, most of those games do run good now. The problem is that they were taking pre-orders and they were
you sold it.
You know, I get it. They sold, and you would expect it to run right. You would expect it to run better than it would on day one.
Listen, this is why we can't say that they run well now. Is because I bought Black Myth day one.
They patched it. You can say
Man,
run well now.
you can say whatever the hell you want to say, but what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is, it's not a good point to say they run well now when people bought them at full price back when they were running like trash.
And then
so-
says
and so,
stuff
like-
like that that makes me say I can't provide
realist,
them, bro.
realist, I agree with you. Let me put it to you this
Yeah.
way: if I'm building a AAA game that I want to run well on day one and make as much money as I can, I'm picking Unreal Engine 4 before I pick Unreal Engine 5
Engine
right
2.
now.
5. Yeah.
You want to know something? You want to know something else? But it is their engine. But I love this engine. This is how we know we're real gamers and nerds in this freaking this roundtable discussion. We're talking about engines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And everybody's following. I love EdTech, bro.
Do I need an
Like-
armory crate running?
No,
Yes.
I don't.
Oh,
But
wait a
you
minute.
want to
What is he
use
asking?
if he needs it running in the background where it auto boots. You don't. But there's a
Oh,
at
no,
least
no,
on
no,
my
no.
system. There's a button that's dedicated to launching it. Right.
Yeah,
Every
you don't
time
need
I'm
that.
finished with it,
You don't need
I
it.
just
Yeah.
I tap the X and I kill it. But you don't need it. But like you don't have
Why
any
would
kind of
you
other
not?
launcher to
The armory
launch
crate and the
outside
Xbox
app.
buttons are literally right next to each other, and you just going back and forth on it. That's what I do.
Right.
But
And
like, what?
the
So
use
do
for
you
it, though,
guys turn it off?
I do, but here's what I'm saying though, right? Like, if you want to launch other apps or other games that the Xbox app is not auto detecting, that's where you do it. So it has
Hold up,
its
Sick.
purpose.
Sick. Does yours not detect games from
My,
other launchers?
my Xbox app, it does.
Yeah.
But other apps and games or other media specific apps that are germane to the platform that fit in perfectly, right, are not auto detected. I have a YouTube app that's like the same YouTube app you use on your TV, things like that, right?
So you're talking about? I'm talking about games.
No. Even like if I get a little indie game that's not on any of the stores that like I download from itch or from somebody's website.
That's what I was just about to say. I
or an
downloaded
emulator.
the toilet game just to see that, like, all of my games show up.
Right, all that stuff shows up in the armory crate, but not stuff where I just have an exe or an emulator.
So are we talking about? Are we talking about the Xbox or Armory Crate? Because I'm talking
No.
about
I'm going back because Gogo made a great point. He goes, I think he was talking about Unreal Engine runs 5 on Series X, and he's got a point because Xbox. One of the strengths for Xbox Studios is they have a wealth. Yes, they have a wealth of developers that are experienced with Unreal Engine 5, and so
Coalition
that's the reason
and
why.
now Ninja Theory.
And now Ninja Theory. And Ninja Theory had to rely on Coalition when they made their game on a number of things. There's a wealth of knowledge that Xbox Studios has that not very many other studios do. So,
listen to what I was saying about the Armory Crate now, right? Ever since this update where the Armory Crate is now integrated into the game bar, right? There's an option in which mode you run it in, right? Where it's in the game bar, right? And all its functionalities right there in the game bar, which I feel is best, right? But also the app has use for other things, like when you you're tweaking your analogs and all those other features or your Wi-Fi, stuff like that. It's all there and it's all nice if you want to use that interface, but the game bar is really absorbing all of that, and thus the app has less relevance. However, as a launcher for outside shit that the Xbox app does not pick up, like emulators or just some exe for a homebrew game that somebody made, nothing is detecting because it won't, right? That's what it's good for, and it has that incredible use now, especially now in over the time. Like me and Realist have discussed this before. Like the both of us were there with the original Ally, and that app was kind of jank, and it evolved over time. Now it's fantastic as a launcher. When everybody's using, Play Night and all these other apps, I don't need that. I just use Armory Crate, but I don't have it auto launching where it has its whole animation. I have a button that's dedicated to that app if I ever need it, and it launches very quickly now, right? It's optimized and up to snuff now. It's been long enough, right? So if I ever need it, I press that button, it goes in its little animation and boom, it's right there. If I launch anything I need, it launches it smoothly, right? And if I exit whatever I launched with it, it fades right back in, nice and smooth, right back into the Armory Crate, and then I can exit it when I'm done with it. So That's what I prefer to do. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but I find use for it. I love the app. I don't need it to auto boot at all, and that's what I do. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, when you guys set this up, it's asking me to review my account because it's not matching between Microsoft Store and Xbox.
I had that issue too, and that hung me up as well. And I had to log into my account. I don't know why it was doing that. And I had to log in to get to sync. There was an option where it allows you to sync it up.
Because it's a mismatch.
But yeah, that was the one hiccup that I remember too, because it did the same thing with me, and I'm like, it shouldn't be doing that.
Keep using your
You're the
account.
second person who said I don't understand what the issue is, and you fix it so quickly. I didn't really pay any more mind.
Because you and Turk were chatting tech.
Yeah, but you fixed it quickly though.
Well, see, y'all call me a virgin and all that. I'm not really a virgin like y'all think I am, man.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why the point I'm making. You quickly addressed the issue so quickly. I never put any thought into it again until this
I think Turk was calling me the virgin, and I was like, not really.
Yeah, but at the same time, when it comes to virgin, we meant in terms of these PC handhelds, you're not familiar. You know how to use Windows. And you've given me evidence. You know what you're doing with no issues. You never asked me any advice on nothing.
But that was the one hiccup, Tech. That was the one tick up. I mean, even though I kind of hit it well from the other two. When I was doing it.
You fixed it quickly.
I fixed it, but it was weird because I'm like, there shouldn't be any other account. I should only have one.
Right. That's what I'm running into right now, where it's saying.
Yeah. It took me a couple minutes to figure it out.
See what happens.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm going to look it up.
Oh, okay.
The Copilot.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. I don't know.
Okay, so explain to me what's going on. You want to log into your Xbox account, and what's going on?
It says your Microsoft account for store is different than your.
Yeah, it's saying that. And it's weird because that wasn't the case. Like when I buy off of the Microsoft Store, it's to the same account as Xbox. It's like some kind of disconnect between the Microsoft Store and the Xbox account, which it shouldn't be because mine is linked. And
yeah, exactly. It's just automatic.
How to fix it? Open the Microsoft.
Yeah. And that was something. That is something that
profile.
Yeah.
See which account is signed in, and if it's not the one used for Game Pass, sign out and sign in with the correct one.
And for an achievement hunter that primarily buys his games on Microsoft Store, that's really weird. Like I could understand it if you were primarily buying Steam.
I'm gonna send you the message on
Okay, welcome back, TEKNOBLAST. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you good now? You figured it out?
I think he got it.
No, still the same.
No.
My subscriptions.
All right, hang on a second. I'm sending you the link right now because that sounds exactly what he said he did. So.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I didn't. That was. Yeah, you and Turk were chatting away at tech on tech stuff.
No, but I was watching you the whole time, and I noticed you had an issue. But before I could say much, you fixed it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I never thought about it again until now.
Check Microsoft Store account. Open the Microsoft Store app.
But realist, we were talking about generations, right? I think this is the last generation for Xbox. Period. Because if they're going to go with the hybrid PC, right, then there's no reason to have.
One might be the last one where it's a console where they make specific console-esque hardware, and then I think a lot of the IP for Xbox in terms of like these chips are going to be integrated into more generic hardware. And
right, and I think there's going to be there's going to be more OEM options, which people are like, well, this Xbox is going to be super expensive, and I said yes, but there's going to be cheaper OEM options as better price points to get into their platform.
Right.
So
okay, Kieran, did you have to go into the desktop mode to do that? Oh no, I think he's already in.
No, I'm not in.
They fixed it.
No, I was already. I didn't have to go into Windows.
Desktop to do that. Oh, desktop, right. To get to the Windows settings, like I showed you earlier. Remember when I logged in? So press the Xbox button, I guess, and then
Hi Sam, how you doing?
And then go to the gear, and then towards the bottom you see Windows. is it Windows settings or something like that? Yeah, that last one there. And then you should be able to see your Xbox account. I think in accounts or whatever. I think that's what it means. Hey, Sam. Okay, not the Windows updates. Don't do those now. Just the account part.
Yeah, you could do the updates. You can do
Later.
the updates after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah. But
So I did the updates the next day.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other stuff, like I was saying to you before that we started the show, that you can handle that stuff later on.
Yep.
You don't have to do that now to
No, I
start
did that
playing
the next
games.
morning. I did that the next morning.
Because the version of Windows out the box is pretty up to date. It's like only a month old. So it's not a lot of updates if you have to update it anyway. So
there's nothing here to register new device.
no, just follow what the directions said. That's all. So open the Microsoft Store app, tap on your profile, see what your account is, or check the Xbox app account. Open the Xbox app, tap your profile icon, confirm it matches the Microsoft Store account. If not, sign out and sign in with the same account as above. After syncing both accounts, restart your ROG Ally X to clear out the cache.
What's up, Sam?
Mismatches. What's up, Sam?
I still think it's weird though.
Yeah, that's a weird bug, but thankfully it's not too crazy. He's just not.
No.
He's just not getting it, but he'll figure it out.
Well, while y'all play tech support, I recommend that everybody go buy Mega Bunk.
Mega Bunk. What platform?
BONK. Mega
Damn right,
Bunk.
I'm happy that the Mariners got their ass kicked.
Of course we are. They
by an ex-Astro too.
I'm just saying, it's the one time that Rangers and Astro fans are like, come on over to the couch, boys.
I see it. It's got a demo too.
3D Vampire Survivors.
Oh, I see.
With Risk of Rain sprinkled in there.
I see. A low budget looking, but mad fun looking too.
I mean, come on, don't be a pony, bro. Because
no, the comments are loving it, and you know me, I fucks with low end shit, bro. I don't care. Indie, I don't care. Good game is good game.
Yeah, they were talking junk about Vampire Survivor.
Is it a vampire game? Vampire Survivor?
No, it's just like it, like the way that you have to walk around and
it's ready.
Storms coming, but it's like Risk of Rain. Like you have to find
I'll paste it in the chat.
What do you call it? RNG or whatever? Not RNG. Procedural generation.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. It's procedurally generated. I put in the TCG situation as well.
Because you play Risk of Rain, right?
I have in the past.
Basically, you know, it's different every time you play it. What do you call it? Like Returnal?
Oh yeah, that's what do you call a roguelike? But it's a roguelike in that regard.
Bloodlines 2, Vampire Masquerade just came out.
Yeah,
man.
We were talking about that forever.
Reviews, man, but I still want to buy it.
Beggy, I don't want to say it wrong.
Some big guy.
I still want to buy it, man. I watched the developer thing like the day before release, and I was like, oh man, I'm hyped.
You know what? There's a lot of people
33.
streaming that. There's a lot of people streaming that
Expedition
game too.
33, man. That's the first one I'm gonna play.
Okay, so Tech, you got it all worked out then.
Yeah. I had to restart it after I.
Okay,
Game Pass.
So what it is you go into your profile, you can hit subscription, and then you get the error message about, hey, you need to review your account. Now there's two options there, and you have to select one with your little icon, your avatar. Not your avatar, but your profile pic. Set it as that. Then you restart it, and then it takes the settings.
And the second thing I heard that you're gonna have to do later on, Karen, you probably did it already, but they give you 3 months of Game Pass. But if you're Ultimate, it's not gonna be 3 months.
It's premium, so
it's not Ultimate. So what does that equate to?
It prorates you. Okay, this is what I was about to say. It prorates you for the value, which is like a month. And it's a little more than a month and a half of time they give you if you're Ultimate.
See, I haven't even done that. I need to do that because I looked at it.
I saw that announcement on this thing. It's like, you got premium. I was like, well, I don't want it because I already got Ultimate.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But it stacks on with like a month and 3 weeks or so.
I need to jump on it. I still have time to do it, so I need to jump on it.
So yeah.
So you're almost there, dude. You're almost there.
I'll just let the updates run tonight, and then
in Windows. But you could play a game right
and
now.
It's not even gonna. It's not even gonna. Yeah, you could play a game right now if you want. And the Windows update, the Windows updates are literally gonna take you like 10 minutes, man.
And then there's also an app called
Farbon.
My Asus. There's firmware updates and stuff in there. That's like 15 minutes. You were saying, and then in Armory Crate, right?
Armory Crate
stuff in there.
Yeah. And then do your warranty and all that registration. And
then also in the Xbox app, when you go to the app section, they have all the game stores there, and of course, your default web browser, whatever you set as your web browser. So in your case, Edge, because you just started, is there. But if you was to go to desktop mode and install Chrome and make that your default, when you go back to the app section, you'll see Chrome instead of Edge, because whatever your default browser will be there, which you can launch right there. It'll be there and all that. But also all the app stores that you want to install, like Steam. And I don't know what they did, what magic they did, but if you installed the Steam app right from there, which you can, it doesn't take you to a website or anything. It downloads it right from the app, and when it launches it's already in big picture mode. No fuss, no muss.
Yeah, you never have to go into.
You never have to go to desktop mode, but if you want to, you can swipe up from the bottom. You'll see it there. If you have a keyboard,
you don't have to go into the launcher either. It directly does it.
If you have a keyboard, you hit the Windows button on your keyboard, right? It pops up the message, you want to switch to desktop, blah blah blah. There'll be a checkbox there to disable that message. I suggest you don't do that, so it reminds you that you have that option, that you'll have to reboot to get that memory back. But it's nice. It launches in there quickly. Like it just launches what's missing, Explorer EXE, that launches the taskbar and everything, and you'll just notice all of a sudden everything that you already had is still running. The Xbox app is still there. Everything is fine. You could be doing it in the middle of a game. You just need a desktop app for whatever reason. Boom. But also, if you want to
launch, is this better than the Legion Go, according to Vladimir? I don't know. Probably not.
The Legion Go at this point now has the same functionality, especially if you add the Xbox full screen experience. There's methods. Look at on my YouTube page, I linked to Asante, or you can go to Asante himself. He did a great tutorial. That's the one I used to install on my handheld. Currently, this hardware is exclusive to the Xbox full screen experience, but there's ways around that. They're very simple to do, and you could have it on any Windows handheld you wish. And eventually, I presume sometime in the spring, it'll be out for every handheld to use, where you won't even have to do any shenanigans to get it going. But for now, it's there. It's Windows 11. The full Windows is they're doing the same thing that SteamOS did. I don't even know what to play
anymore. There's so many.
It's just not running the desktop. That's it. And so it's smoother and easier.
Logo says try Super Market Simulator. Hit top 10.
What's up, Vladimir?
Vladimir. This is not the first time
you want
has been here either.
You want that OLED, Vladimir? Is that what you're looking for?
He might want that OLED. Man, I'm not gonna front. I'm jealous of the OLEDs too.
That's a pricey.
And then the GPD Win 5, right? Which is like twice the performance of all these handhelds. Literally, there's another review I saw today. One Way Dragons has been talking about this handheld for a couple weeks now. That's the one. And One Way Dragons, he loves to act like he's above everybody, so he'll get the next thing and like talking shit a little bit, right? That's my bro, but it is what it is, right? And he ain't wrong for this one. I can't tell you that. It's $1,500, but it's like what the Fox said about it. Like, how much do you want to spend to be in the future? For $1,500, you're gonna get a GPU in that handheld that's twice as fast as everybody else's. If everybody's getting 60 frames, that hell can get you 120.
Well, my buddy of mine, the buddy of mine I went to QuakeCon with, he ordered this ROG here. He said he's gonna return it and get the Legion because he wants to. And it's just funny. He's a big tech guy. He works in the tech industry, and somehow it went over his head, thinking that you can play your console games on this. And I'm like, dude, they never advertised it like that, right? And it's like it's just a given that this is not going to play your Xbox console games. It's what's PC developed. Well, I thought it was gonna be like playing Xbox. I was like, dude, they don't.
And the reason why, and
Not
that's why they're critical of this is an Xbox market campaign, which I
Yeah.
love because
I love.
I think, dude, they're going full heel on it. And
Mhm.
my attitude is y'all been saying we're the bad guys for years. Fine, we'll be the evil
Oh,
guy.
yeah,
And they're
just go
just
buy a PC while
gaslighting
you buy an
the
Xbox. But okay, fine, that's what we did, bitch. Like, what do you want now?
they're just going full Vader on everybody. I mean, they just released new ads on This Is an Xbox this
Yep.
week. I mean, they're
Yeah, I even put the
gaslighting the
wallpaper
hell out of it.
on
Yeah.
mine now. This is an Xbox. I love that wallpaper. Like
I mean, they even got a
like that.
case. They even got a
Mhm.
case for the Rogue. This is a this
It's
is
a
the
case. Yeah,
Xbox
it's the
case.
I'm
case.
gonna need one.
To answer Vladimir's question, he's saying he doesn't care about the OLED. He wants something more comfortable to hold and have good sleep wake mode, like the Steam Deck. So you're gonna get half of that. It's awesome to hold,
It
right?
is awesome to hold, Vladimir.
But
I
it
will
doesn't
say
have the
that.
sleep
Like
wake
my
mode like the Steam Deck. It doesn't have that. But a lot of people are saying, and I have not tried this yet, but if everybody in Kesante's Discord, where whoa, those guys are hardcore, and I love being there. They're talking about using the hibernate mode, where you set the button to be hibernate instead, and that's way faster and way better. I doubt it's as fast as a Steam Deck or a Switch still, but it's much closer to what you want. But
Do
and
you
so
think they're gonna try to figure out a quick resume for this thing?
I believe so. Because also there's this other app, like a dashboard thing called Winhanced, right?
Yeah.
Where what they plan to do is freeze the process right
Yeah.
before it goes to sleep.
Okay.
Therefore, it's quicker to shut down and wake up because the process isn't running right in the middle. It's just there, and then as soon as it's up, and then it unfreezes it transparently, right? And if they do that, that should work in theory. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
I mean,
Thinking that's
obviously, it's a little bit
iteration
different.
that
It's a little
end
bit
up
different than a console setting. I get that, but I would think that they would
Have
be
you
trying to
tried
figure that
docking?
out, right?
Mm.
Have you bought
Kieran.
a dock yet? Have I tried? Oh, I'm sorry, Vladimir. Have you tried docking the Xbox Lite to your TV? Yes, I have. I played Spider-Man remastered on the dock that I bought on Amazon for like $30. Hooked it up to my LG TV and synced up my Xbox controller, which, by the way, and this is how out of touch I am with because I play with a cable controller on my PC. So it was really surprising to me hooking Bluetooth up on my
You have
controller. It's
forgotten.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier to hook it. It's easier to hook up your
Sync.
controller or
Yeah.
sync it through Bluetooth on your ROG Ally than it is on doing the
On the
push
actual
button
Xbox.
syncing on the
Yeah,
Series
that push
X.
button syncing. Yeah, you gotta get the right
Yeah,
timing and stuff, and then you be missing it sometimes.
yeah, it
Oh, but here's a pro
literally,
tip. Yeah.
yeah, it literally picked
Finish what
up
you're
the
saying.
signal of my controller like that. I mean, it was very quick and no problem at all.
And
So I
so,
enjoyed it.
pro tip, right? So,
Wait,
if
but
you
wait, there's more. Pro
if
tip.
you wait,
always
there's
more.
more. So, if you have an Xbox controller, you have your Xbox, blah blah blah. Of course, your controller is already synced to your console, but you want to use it on this handheld, right? You
Yes.
can do that, and you sync it to your ROG Ally. But here's the tip: if you double tap the sync button, it swaps between the two devices that you have connected.
Yes.
So if you want to use it on your ROG Ally, you double tap the sync button. It's in Bluetooth mode, and it remembers the last Bluetooth device, which is your Ally, and boom, it's there. No fuss, no menus, no must, no nothing. And you want to go back to using on your Xbox, you double tap the button again, and it goes right back to the Xbox, just like that, magic. And it's been like that for Bluetooth functionality since the beginning, way back when they had it with the later models of the Xbox One controller when they first added Bluetooth, like what, 8 years ago?
Who's offering to dock right now?
Yeah, but who? There's multiple. The dock options. There's lots of dock options for that device. You can go on Amazon. It's like $30. It's not that bad.
Is it worth getting the white Ally? I'll answer this question. I'll answer what Linus Tech Tip said. It's a little bit more money than a Steam Deck OLED, which is the comparison he made, and not even the base model, right? Because I mean, at that point, yeah, if you're comparing a base model one that's non-OLED, then yeah, you got a way price advantage. Just get that. But if you put the Steam OS on it, it's like a super Steam Deck, right? It's got the higher res screen, frame rate, the chip is slightly faster RAM. Everything about it is better, but at that price, you know, it's kind of tough back and forth. But I mean, if you can trade some and you know and get some money at Best Buy or whatever to make that purchase cheaper, it'll work better for you. But if you want to rock with Windows, it's slightly faster than the Steam Deck, and you have to accept that the performance won't be there, and therefore I suggest the black one in that case. But if you want to just maybe run the Steam OS or those types of games, yeah. But you're playing using on Windows, so therefore, I mean, the white one will be good as long as you understand what sort of performance it's going to have, and thus what you're able to play on it effectively. Once you understand that, you're fine.
So I will say that the reason why I went with the Ally X is because I wanted to get years off my device. I feel like if I bought the white one, that
it's not going to get
after a year or two, there's going to be comparable price, maybe a little bit more of devices that will probably be more powerful than that. I think I'm safer with the ROG Ally X for at least 2-3 years at most, or at best, where I don't have to worry about that as much. Yes. So I look at it this way. I look at it as buying a cell phone, right? I don't want to buy a device every year. I really don't want to buy a device every 2 years. They're expensive as hell. So I'd rather, if I'm going to spend now, I'd rather spend on the more expensive one, knowing that I can get more life out of that, and have as good of a performance as most other devices. I'd rather spend $1,000 now, because if I don't, if I spend on the 600? What's the white one? 600. If I spend on the 600 one, I'm not confident that I'm not as confident that there will be some device that'll be $600-$700 2 years from now that'll probably be even better. For example,
and mollywop it, yeah.
And they're working on the Steam Deck too right now. So you know, and so I'm a little concerned if you are like me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm blessed. I can spend $1,000. I understand, but I'm also, Sick and I are also in Realist. We're also in our 40s, and Tech. We're also in our 40s. If we were in our 20s, are we crazy about dropping $1,000 on a handheld? Hell no. Hell no. And so we're blessed in that regard. Now, with that said, I've heard most of the comments.
6 months.
Yeah, most of the comments out of the Summer Game Fest when they were introducing this. I think it was Summer Game Fest.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of great comments. About the white one, and they were very impressed with the white one. It's a good device,
way better than people expected.
Right. So
kind of like the Series S,
I'll leave it up to you. Yeah, Vladimir, you said you're in your 20s. Hey, dude, I totally understand, because there was no way in hell I would buy the ROG Ally X if I was 25.
Yeah, man, because I would have put that money into a PC instead.
I would have put that my money on the rims that I bought.
Yeah, you know,
right. The stupid stuff that we bought when we were
my NOS system for my rice rocket.
But also, the Steam Deck is long in the tooth, and the white one is basically an overclocked version of that same chip. They call it Z2. It's really it's not even Z1. It's Aerith. The same one they have in the Steam Deck, running at a slightly higher clock. Right.
So I would.
Is that the same thing as Rembrandt?
Aerith?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. Rembrandt was something else, I think.
That was Steam Deck.
Aerith?
Rembrandt.
I thought it was called Aerith, not Rembrandt. I'm looking it up right now. Rembrandt. AMD RDNA 2.
What's the major difference between the Legion Go? I know the OLED, but what's the major difference inside it between that and the Ally X?
Nothing.
It's the OLED. It's the same chip.
So the $350. The $350 difference is just the OLED screen.
Yep, and I want to spend it so bad.
So Vladimir, you're asking me if you're choosing between a Legion Go or a white ROG. Well, I mean,
and the
there is
screen is
a
huge, bro.
difference. There is a difference between the white rogue, but if you're talking about the black rogue and the Legion, not much of a difference. But there is a difference between that Legion Go and the white rogue for sure.
Yeah, but the Legion Go is what 8 inches too. That's another.
Oh, he means the Legion
Yeah.
Go 1. Oh,
Legion Go 1
okay.
is Z1 Extreme. That's the original Allied chip.
Okay.
But that one doesn't
Now,
even
all
have
right.
BRR on the screen and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't mess with that now. Unless you can get it for a real cheap price, which you can because it's older hardware. It came out not too long after the original Ally. You could probably get that for a nice cheap price, either used or whatever, or even new. But once you're in that range, then there are other devices that are more recent, and then it goes back into everything Kieran just explained.
It's
The
my bad,
choices
Vlad.
at
I
the
thought you
top.
were talking about the 2. I didn't realize you were talking about the 1.
Yeah.
So that's my bad.
Yeah, all along I said that too. When he said he didn't care about OLED, then I guess he was dismissing it. That's how I took it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I mean,
you said you were concerned about the Steam Deck. The only reason why I wouldn't go back to Steam Deck is because it's only Steam.
Yeah.
No, so the reason why I would be concerned if I bought the white one, because the Steam Deck 2 is going to be a better machine than Steam Deck 1, right?
Yeah.
That's an automatic living, and it will be higher price than Steam Deck. I heard some Steam head tell me it's going to be the same price. No, it won't. It's going to be more expensive than the Steam Deck 1.
It'll be cheaper than everybody else, but not as
it'll
much
be
as
cheaper. But I expect it to leapfrog that white rogue. I do.
Mm-hmm.
So do y'all expect them to? Okay. Have y'all heard that supposedly AMD wants more money for their hardware?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. They're not going to subsidize as much, I think.
So we're talking about, well, they don't subsidize at all. AMD.
No,
what I'm saying is,
Valve. I mean,
if Microsoft, PlayStation are under the same pressure as infinitely larger sized companies, I don't see how Valve subsidizes in the way that they did, where they're going to have hardware that's $300 to $400 cheaper than the rest of the competitors.
Yeah.
Can I be honest?
I think the price is going up, man. And
I've been saying this. I agree with you.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah. I've been saying this the whole generation because I mean, I know.
No,
look, I know when I start talking. No, I know if I start talking and ideas start popping in their heads, I ain't mad at them, but I'm almost done. Like, I don't see them being able to subsidize in the way that they are. If Xbox, I know they're way larger. PlayStation's way larger. They're not subsidizing. Not PlayStation. Steam was doing this against like AMD, and if AMD is going to charge them more, I just don't see it. I can't see how it makes sense for them. They don't make as much money as these other companies, and they didn't sell that many. So what's the point in subsidizing? Just get the. And plus they sell to the PC market, which is used to the prices. Go ahead, bro.
I think that the 4-digit prices for handhelds is going to be a norm. I just do.
Yeah.
I think if you're expecting a $500 or less handheld, get it now, because you ain't going to see it much.
They're going to get a Nintendo Switch too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which I'm still holding firm that the Switch 2 is going to get a price increase before the price increase by next year. I don't think they'll do it before the holidays, because I think that would be stupid. But I think as soon as 2026 rolls around, they increase that price.
Can I tell you something, Kieran, bro? Can I tell you something, Kieran? And I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
I know it's almost Christmas time, but even though they would sell out. I was in Wally World last night.
Oh yeah.
They had
that's how they're gonna do it.
three Xboxes. The Xbox is $650. PlayStation is $600. PlayStation Pro's $750. The Nintendo Switch, there were 8 of them in there last night. And I don't live in the country. I live in Technos. I live in the woodlands. It's like there's people around there that can buy these things, and it's not low population. And they had that many consoles in there. I don't think that they can raise the price.
Part of town.
I ain't say that. People. There are people. You know the demographics. Well, you're in Austin. I don't know how it is there, but I know Dallas.
I'm in Dallas Fort Worth, but my sister lives in the Woodlands. So
what I was about to say is, like, you could be like in an affluent area, and then you're gonna be in upper middle class, and then the ghetto. You know what I mean? But not necessarily in the wilderness though. But I don't see them. They're gonna have to go down before they go up. I don't think the units are moving.
Well, Tech, you can use the controls to do all of that. You don't need to use
jumped on. I think the enthusiasts jumped on it, and now it's time for these adults to buy $500 toys for their kids.
You got the boss of me.
I think every company right now is in for-profit mode, and they're going to get theirs one way or the other. And there's a number of reasons for that. A lot of it has to do with economic conditions, but everybody, I think, when the main players start pulling that, then everybody else follows. Like, why am I doing that if everybody else isn't? I'm gonna get mine. And to Six's point, this isn't a cheap hobby. It never was a cheap hobby. Never was, especially if you gamed as long as we have. People forget the 80s, the price crash, and all that stuff. The reason why
the SNK console.
Yeah, and the reason why the Nintendo was decently priced was because of the crash, and and so we're going back to, I don't know what you want to call it, hyperinflation, inflation, stagflation. I don't care what you call it. Everybody's out to get theirs right now, and so if you're looking to buy, I get that some people are limited in what they buy, and I will never ever, criticize that because I've been there. I have absolutely been there, and I don't like the fact of people getting priced out, so to speak. But I look at it this way: if you're going to buy something, you want to buy something for the long term, unless you're just willing to throw money left and right every other year, and that's expensive. So
to go back to the Valve thing right quick, right, about what they're going to do. This is why I said what I said. Follow the words I used the first time. Honestly, like, they are not going to subsidize it to the degree they did last time. Also, they have waited this long on purpose. Why? Because they want to get the perfect, quote unquote, chip for them. It's going to be very optimized like it was the first time, more akin to, not exactly like the Switch, right? That hardware they have with even the original deck punches way above its weight, even now. That's part of the reason why it's so long-lived, despite the competition eclipsing it performance-wise, right? The one advantage it has is battery life, but that also requires you to run a lot of low-end shit because the battery is only slightly less ass than the Allies battery life, right? It's slightly less ass, only slightly, right? But it's also well optimized for what it is, and you can get a lot of miles out of that. And they're waiting until the next chip available out of AMD that can provide them that. That's why they warned from the very beginning there's not going to be another one for a long time. And if you follow this hardware stuff, you'll know that, right? So I think that by the time they have this next one, yes, it will cost more than the deck did, but it's not going to be 1,000 like everybody else already is. Now,
I think they still want to be the budget option.
They still want to be the budget, but the budget is easier to compare when everybody's going so high. They can increase their price, and AMD is increasing the cost. All those factors we know is there, but they can still make the comparison to everybody else that they're much better.
Yep.
Even if they're
because the ceiling is going up quickly, but so is the floor. Is taking the floor with it, and
it's taking the floor with it. Yeah.
But I do like what Valve is doing as being the budget option. I think that's very smart. I think PlayStation will try to do that too, because I don't expect PlayStation to do a very powerful handheld. I think they will do a mid-tier handheld that will sell like the Dickens. I mean, because it's
and Kieran, you hear that out of him? He can't accept. I'm fucking with him too because he knows he's not full of shit. But sometimes he just can't. he can't stand to hear that positivity from Valve like they ain't
It's
earned
no,
it.
it's not okay.
You know what I'm
It's not
saying?
that.
But he
I
understands
just
that
think.
fully. I'm
I
just
just
fucking with
think
him.
that. No, I just think that they're both under. I think they're all under the same pressure.
Yes, they
You know
are.
what I'm saying?
They are.
Like
They are.
if AMD is going to pressure Microsoft and PlayStation, they're going to pressure Valve.
Oh,
And like
easily.
people keep saying that PlayStation going to do something so different than what Microsoft's doing.
No, they won't.
I can't see that either because they're all under the same pressure, and they can't have a handheld
Bespoke hardware
that can't run the console games like they did with the PSP and the Vita. They got to have something that's strong enough. And now we're seeing what the going rate is. How much do they really want to subsidize? They need to sell more of their software. So I just like their storefront can only carry them so far. They don't have a Dota. They don't have a CS:GO.
They're trying to get one. That's why they're putting all their eggs in the basket to get one.
But look, that's that type of stuff you can't force it.
No,
there's no rhyme or reason.
And they're terrible at multiplayer.
If that was the case,
they're terrible at multiplayer anyways. That's not their strong suit at all in the first place.
But if that was the case, then there would be another Fortnite competitor. Like you got some games coming up. I'm seeing a lot of excitement for Arc Raiders. How long is that going to last? You know what I mean? A lot of these games they come and go. But
I'm amazed Apex has hung around. I'm amazed Apex has hung around as it has.
Yeah.
Well, Apex is old, bro.
Oh, I know,
but
I've been hearing that the death of Apex for over a year now, and it's still hanging.
Yeah, but that's what idiots do. They hate on whatever's popular. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And then you look at what
Lazarus.
Look at what was that Blizzard? Who made
Apex is fun.
The hero shooter for was it Blizzard?
Overwatch?
Yeah. Who made that? Was that okay? So look at what happened to that. Apex kind of filled that void.
But they killed their own with the second a bit. But it's still better than Marvel Rivals, which lost like 80% of their player base, right? Like that's.
And you notice they're trying to go to single player. They're going with a co-op mode.
They're gonna have to do something because once that Marvel gimmick runs off, what do you have? Because I played it, and I don't think that it's like so great. It's just that people love Marvel. And then once that shine wore off, then what?
Yep.
But
I'm interested to see if PlayStation ends up if their handheld ends up allowing you to play Steam games. I need to see it with my own eyes because you're talking about them developing their own operating system.
See, I'm glad you brought that up because earlier you said something I never responded to it.
Yeah.
You said what is PlayStation gonna do? You know, y'all be bullying me on the mic, so I didn't get to say anything, right? but like what you said, what is PlayStation gonna do? They can't abandon the storefront. That is who they are. They're basically Steam with a console. Like they've already said they're releasing one big game a year. Steam basically releases one game every 10 years. But they have their live service games with a new one. What's that new one called? Gridlocked or something like that?
Yeah.
So PlayStation is basically Steam with a console at this point. They can't let go of their storefront. See, this is what I was saying earlier. Microsoft is a creator company now. They don't care about storefronts because they have content that they want to sell. And if you want to buy it on another storefront, fine. They just want to sell their content. Whereas PlayStation is dependent on selling other people's content. This is why Xbox doesn't care about having other storefronts on their platforms. Because if you're going to play Xbox and you just don't like Xbox, go buy it on Steam, go buy it on Epic, go buy it on Epic preferably because they'll make more money. Buy with us, we'll make even more money. They don't care. Whereas PlayStation, they need to try to preserve that console as long as they can, but the walls are closing in on them. The same thing with Nintendo. Nintendo right now, they can sell 20 million units of their games, but they're not growing. This is why they made a better console. This is why they're trying to be more third-party friendly because remember, Nintendo always hated third-party. They always treated them contentious as they should have.
Let's be honest, they still do. No one's buying a Switch 2 for third parties.
Well, they're not gonna be as nice as the others. See, right now they know that people want to be a part of what they have. But just like we talked about before, you weren't here, Kieran. They do this every generation.
Yeah.
They abandon Nintendo mid-generation, and then Nintendo falls off, and then when they have a big generation, they jump on in the middle, and then they start with the next console. You see what they're doing. You got all these old games coming up on Nintendo, but nobody cares. Cyberpunk is the only thing that people are really buying.
Yeah.
So, and people are they're gonna abandon ship again because people don't go to Nintendo for third party.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree with you, Realist. I mean, I've said this for 3 years now, 6 since we started getting together, where I said I was very worried about the long-term road for PlayStation because they're kind of stuck in cornered right now. And I will say this, and I said this to our buddy Bing earlier, either yesterday or today. Nintendo has PlayStation as a buffer because right now all their eyes is on PlayStation right now. When are they going to start doing single player? When are they going to start, if they start doing day and date? What other games are coming to PC? See, Xbox has already done that. They've already fought that. They've gotten their arrows. Everybody's still poo-pooing on them, but everybody realizes, okay, they're going to put their games everywhere. But everybody's still got their eyes on PlayStation. When PlayStation does the same thing, then everybody's eyes are going to start going towards Nintendo. And like, okay, Nintendo.
When are you going to do it?
When are you going to drop Mario on my PC so I can play it at 120 frames per second?
Which is the same thing that happened right before the announcement of the Wii, right? When even before the Codename Revolution thing, everybody, I remember what the zeitgeist was. Right. They were like, bro, or am I going to get the new Xbox or am I going to get the new PlayStation and eventually we'll see whatever the hell Nintendo does, right? That's how the words went, just how I just uttered them, right? Like Nintendo was funny. Nintendo was just like the also ran, maybe we'll mess with them because remember, this was right after the GameCube and the GameCube got beat by the original Xbox. Not by a lot, but I mean, Nintendo by Microsoft that everybody hates and Microsoft beat them. That's not good, Nintendo, and it wasn't looking good, right? Like the Wii was a savior, right? Just like the original Switch was. So there's that, and who knows? We'll have to wait
and here's the crutch that nobody wants to talk about with PlayStation, and this is where the business K comes into play. PlayStation should have merged with somebody years ago because as much as they are the market leader in consoles, they're a very small company. And the problem with the reason why they can only produce one AAA a year, and they're not even doing that right now. So good luck to them in the next generation to do it every year. The reason why is they don't have enough resources. The reason why they don't have that Fortnite underneath or a Minecraft underneath their name is because they couldn't afford to buy one like Microsoft could. The best thing that could happen to PlayStation is if they merge with a $1 trillion company. The problem with that is they're a Japanese company, and Japan does not allow their home companies to merge with American companies or whatever. It's very hard to pull a merger in Japan.
Unless PlayStation lock, stock, and barrel is
right. And I was talking with Sheik about this in the backspace with Sick. I think it was last year, the year before, we were talking about who would be the potential like LG or someone in Japan. Well, LG's Korean, I think. Korean. But who would be in Japan that they could merge with to add more resources and value to the PlayStation company? PlayStation, the brand, is good. It really is. You can't beat it. I mean, the only one I could argue that will beat it is Nintendo. But the problem with the PlayStation, the brand, is the brand can change over time. And you can start losing people when other people are, well, why am I sticking with this console? I can only play it here in this living room, and I can play it anywhere on that thing. And I would not want to be in PlayStation's shoes right now. I would not.
And so this ties into what Vladimir was asking earlier at 9:58 when he said Valve is dropping a home console /PC thing. And see, this is another thing I've been saying for a long time. Like if you watch ETA Prime, there was an era with him, right, with these mini PCs, and he still does it from time to time when you get a new mini PC, which has kind of slowed down in terms of release. Where he'll get a new mini PC, right? He'll show off the performance in Windows and blah blah blah, and the next thing he does is put Tame OS on it in the next video, right? And I've been asking, why doesn't Valve take the chips that they have, right? It doesn't need the screen, doesn't need the battery. All they really need to develop is their controller, right? And I have that Hori pad that does their thing, right? Wow, he's using the pin code instead of the fingerprint sensor. I'm kind of shocked. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm like, they can make a console or mini PC version of the same hardware that's in their handheld, right? Even because it's plugged in, it gets to overclock and run on turbo 100% of the time, right? And you could also use that as a development kit, right? You give them the software that's built in, or give them the option to download, right? And then you cater to the open source community, right? All the software you need to develop your game, right? Host it on Steam, right? So you get the developer aspect, but also for the consumer, it's cheaper than all the other consoles are nowadays, because we see the prices of the consoles are going up. Well, here's the alternate, and it's Steam, right? All those games are there, but they curate more and they make a walled garden of console games esque, right, on the platform, right? And then if you want to go into the Wild West of more indie esque type of stuff, it's working with the Steam Deck already. They don't even have to do it that heavy, right? And it's the same interface and everything. It's just a mini PC with the Valve name on it. That's curated more like they did with the handheld, and that could be cost effective and compete with the consoles that are just rising in price. Even the Series S, right, rising in price, and boom, there you have it.
Glad goes PlayStation, Apple. I've heard that before, but I'll tell you this: if that came to reality, that PlayStation will be high in price.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it goes to Apple.
Dock this? How does it dock? Upside down?
No, it docks through a USB-C cable.
Yeah, that reaches around and plugs into the top.
There's a dock. There's a dock that comes in the box, dude. If you didn't pull it out, it's on the top of the lid in the box.
Yeah, it's a little like
it's like
it's made cardboard
like
or
3D printer. Yeah, it's like a 3D printer stand that you can put on there.
You stick it on there.
Oh.
Yeah, but as far as the dock goes, it's USB-C, and
you can. It's a cable that reaches around to the top.
Yeah, but there it is, right there.
Why aren't you, using the fingerprint sensor?
You have to manually.
I didn't notice that at first. That thing is hidden up there in that top of that box. So.
It's hid above the lid.
So you mean on the docking that you have to manually put the cable in?
Yeah.
PlayStation console that can go into Mac OS desktop.
Yeah,
you know what? There are a lot of pluses
with
that.
You know, you just like put it in. And
you drop it in, and it got the pogo pins or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't have that.
I was looking on the other side, saying, how does it dock? It has nothing underneath it. But now you guys.
Yeah, so I have a question for you. I see you not using the a fingerprint sensor. Why is that?
Oh, it has one?
In the power button, it's a fingerprint sensor. That way, when you turn it on, if it's completely off, right, it already it stores your fingerprint.
I'll have to set that up.
And it logs right in with that. Yeah.
I haven't set that up.
Since the original ROG Ally.
I haven't set that up either. I need to do that. So I didn't know that.
Oh wow, they need to put that within the configuration menu when you
he asked me to make a pin, and that was pretty much.
Have you put your hand? Did you put your hands behind the exhaust on the top of it?
Yeah, he said that earlier about an hour ago.
Feel that.
Yeah. I noticed that too, and I was like, "Whoa, this thing!"
And it's still not too loud when it does it though, but it's spits the heat out.
It's actually very quiet.
One of my favorites, it's just nice and warm.
I was actually surprised of how quiet it is. It is a really quiet machine. It is. So I've been patio gaming.
So if the dock is just a cable that connects to TV and then to power it up and send the video signal, couldn't I just connect one of those cables from USB-C to HDMI straight to the TV?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a PC, bro.
Yeah,
it's just listen. Yeah, whichever you use. There are a bunch of Amazon.
I got a dock.
I have a cable. A lot more.
Yeah,
just plug it in.
Yeah, you could do that. And actually, to be honest with you, it probably will work better for you when you're traveling, anyways. So if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, hells yeah.
But
And
I
also,
bought a dock for $30 and I bought a case for $30 because
And you know there's
Asus,
gonna be a
the
full
actual
environment.
Asus case is ridiculous. It's like $70 for the case.
Yeah, but it's
alone.
very nice. You see what you're getting,
It
though, but
is,
you see
well,
the value
it
you're
is
getting.
nice. It is
Yeah.
Is it
nice, but
beefy?
It even allows you to
beefy?
hold the system up.
there's they got a stand, built-in stand in it.
Yeah.
But there's other options that are cheaper to have a built-in stand too. I didn't really
And
care. I just
Yeah.
bought a case for $30,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Water
And
I
so
might,
also,
I might just have to wrap it up in a towel for now.
and also, get yourself a screen protector. That's about it. There's lots of
Thought
them
it has a
already out there.
built-in screen protector. Thought that was already on there.
Mm-mm.
Because they were
Well, you mean
warning
the
people
plastic
not to.
one that
They
you
were
never-
warning. Well, they were warning people not to peel it off. Because they
Well,
were
there's
like,
there's a
man, we
big
got
ass
some
They're
mouth
protector.
spraying
readers.
on
They were like, don't peel the whatever you call it off of it. And I'm like, are we really going there? So
Oh, and the
The
other
only
thing
thing I
about
peeled
this
off
hand
is this thing right here. The
on your phone.
initial, yeah, the initial film.
And also on your so Vladimir is asking about the battery life. So on this handheld here, on the lower
Buns.
power modes, right? It performs as well as the original Ally does, or even the Ally X does at higher wattages, at the lower wattages. So if you do that, the battery lasts even longer. You get great performance with the lower with the middle what is it, 18 or 17 watts, whatever.
here, yeah,
Yeah, you don't
you
need
can get
a full
you can
cell
get
like you used to have to.
like performance tier. I forgot what it was, but it's like
Don't
5 to 6.
the low TDP. Don't act like Steam Deck people and start hyping up low TDP to play games you can play on your cell phone.
No.
No,
I'm not saying
no.
5.
Yeah, really
17.
Talk about mid tier. Talk about the mid tier.
Bro,
Not talking about the low tier.
Bro, I've been a handheld warrior since I got the Steam Deck, bro. So look,
Oh, we know you got 16 of them.
Yeah, you got 16 others.
Yeah, we already know
No,
that,
just
bro.
look.
He's the Ric Flair. He got 16.
Look, they hype up playing these games like Geometry Dash,
Geometry
like you
Wars,
can't play that on your cell phone.
No, you
You know
can
what I mean?
play. Yes, you can.
I mean,
but
because like you when we talk, right, we're mostly talking about AAA gaming, right?
Yes.
AAA gaming on the go. That's what's selling these things for the most part. It's only the
Yes.
the loyalists that start hyping up these low TDPs where you're
Right.
playing games. I mean, maybe you can play games like what's that game, the Hades, right, and
Yeah.
get 4 hours out of that, right? Those types of games.
So
But
that's why
AAA
I
gaming, you're gonna
appreciate-
get 2 hours. You're gonna get
Yeah.
2 hours tops.
And
Your
and
best,
that's
your
why
next
That's what
best.
we're saying. But that's
That's
what we're
why
saying.
Your next best investment is a power bank.
No,
Get
but that's
yourself
what
a
we're
power
saying.
bank.
we're not
With
talking about
this ally
Balatro. We're
right
talking.
here.
We're not talking about Balatro. We're talking about, or
Mid-tier
Yeah.
stuff.
right.
Well, mid tier you'll get maybe 2.5, 3 hours still. It's like
Exactly. Instead of one like it used to be.
because see, this is the thing though. Like by law, they can only make the battery so big.
Right. No, but we're
Or
saying the
catch on
point
fire.
this
But
chip is more efficient than the last one. Is it slightly more powerful? Yeah, but it's really not that much. And a lot of people love to use that as a knock. But the counter to that is it's also more efficient. So its performance may be only slightly better, but it does it at way less power. So unlike the Steam Deck that was already weak and now you're running at 5 to get a good battery life. No, with this you don't have to do it to that low of an extent. You can go mid-range instead of all the way
Yes.
low and get like 3
I
hours.
forgot what it's called. I need to turn on.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, Tech can find out if he opens Armory Crate. It actually lists the different tiers as far as performance goes. I forgot what the middle one is called.
Yeah, and Armory Crate has some real nice smarts about that as well. And they're about to add
so
AI
I appreciate. So
thing.
shout out to Paris because
Yeah.
Paris did a review on this, and to your point, Realist, he used Cyberpunk. Of course, he used Cyberpunk for ultra settings
to kill the
and
battery.
it killed the battery in 2 hours. But he was saying that was a negative. I didn't think that was a negative. I thought that was about standard.
Yeah.
And if you're playing ultra settings, like for real, how
The
many
ray
times you
tracing
gonna
all that shit on? Like
how much you could be playing longer than 2 hours anyways in one sitting anyways.
But do you
I mean,
really
if I'm
need
playing on an
ultra on a screen
airplane,
this size though?
exactly the
Depends on the
point we're
game.
making, right?
right,
He did
depends on
that
the
to
game.
do a stress test, but
Right,
he
he did it as a
misrepresented
stress
it
test.
in the way he
Right.
said it. He didn't mean that though. Oh, that's the one thing I'll give him. He didn't mean it the way he was saying it.
You know he meant what he meant.
But he knows what he did though. Like that's what I'm saying.
No,
it's
like I appreciate it, but I appreciated that he did that though.
Right.
Because
we still want to get that number.
Right. I can see why he picked that game because to Realist's point, we ain't talking about, some mid-tier whatever, or we're not running solitaire on ultra settings and expecting 2 hours out of it. No. If you're taking a game like Cyberpunk, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
it is what it is. It is what it is.
It's a good handheld. Like people ask me, Kieran, what do you think? And I'm like, it's a good, solid handheld. And you can say what you want because if you don't like the direction of Xbox or you don't, Asus, they picked a good partner in Asus. Asus knows what they're doing, and this is, talking to people that have the old ROG or last year's ROG or whenever it was, 2 years, I don't know what it was. They've all said it was a great handheld. This is another great handheld, and kudos to Xbox. And I like what they've done. Is it perfect? No, but I love the direction.
And even then, this isn't a Microsoft device. This is an Asus device. Asus went to Microsoft.
I'm giving Sarah Bond flack on that. When Sarah Bond says Asus determined the price, and no, it's Microsoft.
It's their hardware. You buy it from Asus.
It was manufactured by Asus, guys.
Yeah, this is just the Ally version 3.
Right.
In cooperation with Microsoft this time.
Asus is the hardware company. Microsoft is the software company. Right.
That's
right. Asus is the hardware company in this thing, and Microsoft is the software. Right.
Yeah, and, don't forget what the rumor was that Microsoft was supposed to have their own handheld, and they shelled it was the word they chose to use, right? So therefore they don't have one.
Expecting some sort of Surface handheld,
I don't think they need. I think it's smart that they went with another OEM on it, and I think it's smart. And by the way, I wouldn't, if PlayStation decided to do a deal with somebody else, maybe like a Logitech or somebody else. I think that would be smart too.
Yeah.
Because it's harder to do when you're doing your homework.
They got AMD making everything else.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It takes more resources to do it yourself.
The little stand is made out of paper. Come on.
It is, I know.
But it works though.
It works though.
If you ain't got nothing and you spent this much money and you are a 20-year-old, a 20-something who spent way too much money and you
although somebody actually did. I saw, was it Kay Asante? He had a stand that actually had the Republic of Gamers and red lettering on that. Where did you get that stand? I want that one.
Something or other.
Well, you can go look up 3D prints too.
3D printer, somebody did it.
Yeah.
You got to put some padding in there because you don't want to scratch it
up. No, it's a nice little.
But get yourself a screen protector. I think is.
I understand it's $1,000 and we expect a better stand. I guess,
we didn't get eggshells. Like the PlayStation.
Put it all in the console, and I don't care about the stand.
We didn't get eggshell cartons protecting this thing.
It's a milk carton.
Like the PlayStation did. Dude, that was hilarious because I thought they were joking until I got mine. I'm like, dude, this is for real. This is the cheapest packing they ever done.
Yeah.
Let's use some.
So I saw your box, and your box looked like mine. And I'm like, they put this thing in this big ass wooden or brown box. And I'm like, this thing has been flopping around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, thanks, Microsoft Store. Thank you.
Where it's like a tiny
Asus, right?
hand item,
or maybe it is Asus. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I had this big regular box, and it was a lot of space. There was no dunnage put in there, nothing in there, no bubble wrap, nothing to keep it. It was just like, here it is, and that's flopping.
Yeah, they can't make it a tighter box. No. They have to make the biggest box possible.
Nice and
loose.
For $1,000, you couldn't get some bubble wrap on this thing? Come on, man.
All right. Well, let's end it here. It was fun setting up. I would have been lost on the whole thing of the count being all goofy.
Dude, I'm taking my trophy right now, Sig.
Yes, you deserve it. You did it so quickly. I didn't even notice when you did it last time. Like, all I thought to myself was, "Oh, he fixed it already. Okay, never mind."
And Tech was all like, "This is your first handheld?" Like, oh my god,
My can.
what's wrong with you? This is your first handheld?
Hey, this is my first. I've never had one.
Okay,
I'm with you.
Welcome to the
All
fold.
right.
We've been waiting
Yeah,
on you.
well, like these guys were, especially the realist is buying handhelds left and right every month or so, right?
The red player.
I didn't buy this one, so y'all need to get
No, he
back.
didn't.
And then
He did not buy this.
they kept asking, "Are you going to jump on this?" I was like, "Well, kind of want to, but I kind of don't because I want something that's like actual."
Well, I'll tell you what.
Xbox,
I want to be Realist's best friend, man, because what I've been hearing is he giving them away.
Yeah.
Next time you in town, let me take you for steak dinner, man.
No kidding. And then, but they were
Listen, man, look, he caught me at a good time, man. And
you should have said it on Twitter, though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
He did. That's how I found out. He goes, direct goes, "Well, thank you to Realist for gifting me."
You know that. Yeah, it's all over Twitter. Yeah,
it's all way to go, and now everybody's gonna expect one.
Yeah.
Well, see, all right, look,
Santa Claus.
He he was just so happy, and it wasn't in the budget, and it was in the budget for me. So I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna. You ain't never say nothing.
Did you accidentally give it to him? Like,
I said I was
here.
I
Check it out, and then he's like,
"No,
oh,
okay."
Man,
what happened was, actually, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay,
you accidentally gave it away, didn't you?
No, listen, man. No, because I had to put each and every one of their addresses in, right? So look,
no, you accidentally gave
it was me, Sick and myself. We were like, we're in. We're locked. We're locked in, right? We're like, we're talking about it. I can't wait for it to come in.
Yeah.
We're like,
the whole thing thinking to myself, I'm not gonna be able to do it. That's what I was thinking.
We were like, yeah, man, it's locked in. We got ours because I got everybody's, right? I didn't say nothing illegal, right? But he was the whole time.
Oh man,
he was there the whole time. Like,
did you ship it to the wrong house?
Listening to us, we like all hyped up and excited about it. He's like, yeah, man, you guys enjoy it, man. He's like, you guys enjoy it, man. He's like, man, I would if I could, man. Yada yada yada. And I was like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? And he was happy, and I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem that he told everybody. I just didn't know he did it.
No, he did. Well, you didn't see. I put you on there.
He could even flipped it, right? He could even flipped it for money towards this new one, and he didn't do it because it was a gift.
No, and that means I don't do that. Give him props for that because there are people that do that. I actually responded to that, and I put you on there. You just didn't notice, and I put Sick and Tech on. I'm like, oh look, he's giving one of his 17 away.
Yes.
No, I got his when I got mine in 6. Cause like, bro, man. I mean, this is what I wanted, man. Because he, like, Legal wanted it too, and he was like, he went and got a G Cloud, man. I said, man, that's too much money. I had one too, right? Yeah. I was like, man, I'm gonna take it back, man. He's like, why, man? I was like, bro, it's just a streaming device. I was like, if I really want to, bro, I got a Moga. You know what I mean? I was like, I got and it doesn't have a cellular radio in it. I'm gonna still be dependent on my phone. So why not just hook it up? Because I had the Moga, the one that's like a backbone that just snaps right on your phone, and it's real neat. Yeah. And I bought it for $30 at Walmart in Louisiana. I don't know if the price was wrong or whatever, because I called everybody that I thought would be interested in. I was like, hey man, they got them for $30. These things are $90. They were normally $150, and because they came with the earbuds, and nobody wanted it, so I got myself one. But I should have bought them all because I went there. I went there again.
One from Razer.
That is what it is. What did I call it? A Moga?
Yeah.
Because I do have a Moga too.
Because I got the Kishi.
I have 2 Mogas.
That came with earbuds.
Okay, the Kishi, the Razer Kishi is the one I'm talking about. They were selling those for $30.
Yeah,
Tech.
I bought that. And I bought that for $30.
You did?
Yeah.
Bro, they messed up because it must have been some issue in their pricing, because I went back again like a couple weeks later and they were back up.
No, I
should have bought them all and put them on eBay
a long time ago, but they were also like marked down.
Wow. So what happened
Hey.
with this ROG LIX, right? Is I just moved, and my plan was to sell the Switch, right, and the Ally, and maybe I would have enough money on the side to put together. But I couldn't even do that because I just moved. Because when I pre-ordered with you guys on the show, I was still in my old place,
Twice.
and that move fucked up everything money wise.
Pre-ordered
It's
twice.
way right, and I had to pre-order twice and they canceled all that. But it didn't even matter. I couldn't even afford one. And so because of everything that was happening with the move and stuff, and so I couldn't get any at all. And now I'm stuck with the white one. And I'm happy with the white one, but man, if I had the money, like the more I see it, the more I'm like, fuck. Like other shit, outside world shit happened because I was trying to get that for my birthday for myself. I'm like, fuck. And I couldn't do it. Man. Like,
Vlad, before we sign off, I want to answer your question. I would take the Xbox Ally X every day and twice on Sundays. I don't do gaming laptops.
Yeah,
Well,
laptops are
I
not the
would
move.
buy a laptop, but not for mobile gaming, right?
Yeah, not for gaming.
Not with the
No.
intention of
I
taking
would
it on
rather
the go.
play on my phone than play on a gaming laptop.
I have a gaming
That's-
laptop,
Really?
and that thing is massive.
I am
Yeah,
so.
man.
I used to do gaming laptops when
I
I
got one
was. I can't do them anymore. It's just.
Yeah, if you need a
The
laptop,
only
you get
problem
yourself a
with it,
laptop. Don't get it for gaming.
the only problem with a gaming, if you get a good one, because I got one and it was just, I could have just bought a whole rig, but I bought it to
They're
take with me.
overpriced. They're overpriced.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna say overpriced. Normally when you
They're
shrink things
overpriced.
down, they get more expensive, but it's just it's what you pay for. It's just like this handheld PC we have, and people are PITCHing about it, right?
Yeah.
But look, if I could pick any one of them, I just don't want to spend BITCHing, bro.
I feel bad because I was saying that nonstop earlier this show.
I just don't. Well, I mean, because just think about it. Everybody's like, I could get a laptop. I mean, bro, let's see you bring a laptop on in your car. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how long that lasts if you're so concerned about battery life. Because a laptop battery can only be so big. That's why you're only going to get about an hour and a half out of that if you crank it up.
You know how many cables I burn on a laptop?
Well, that's that too. But if I could pick any one of these handhelds, it would be the Legion Go. It's just,
you like
bro,
that OLED. He loves that OLED.
No. I like that huge screen, bro. Look, I'm old, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in denial. I'm 40 something. So look, that screen, bro, it's like it's 8
I'm about
inches.
to hit 5-0, yo.
Yes, you're old too. You're a real old geezer, right? But look, and if it has the same innards, which it should, as the Xbox Ally, there's no bro. If I wouldn't pay $1,500 for it though.
That's what you're going for, right?
So I asked, I when I was doing my unboxing,
plus the warranty.
When I was doing my unboxing, I was trying to compare the size of my G Cloud compared to this.
Yeah.
And one of the things no, it is, but one of the things I felt bad about was that screen size on the G Cloud is bigger than the Xbox. So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the Legion Go, that was my favorite. But it's got something with the orientation that a lot of my old games wouldn't run on it. But so far, with compatibility, the Steam Deck is the best but it only does Steam games. But that if the Legion Go fixed everything, man, and once it goes down to 1,000, and I don't see anything that's really like shaking things up, I think by then, maybe like the Xbox branded,
do you think
Xbox
Steam Deck 2 will open it up? Do you think Steam Deck 2 will open it up and allow other game or other storefronts, or stay with Steam?
No, because that's Steam's bread and they're PlayStation, and PlayStation is Steam. It's like they don't they just think about it. They're Linux too. So and most of these storefronts don't even run on Linux.
That's a very good point.
You can get the Heroic if you want to. EA barely works. I did all that crap on the Steam Deck, and I just said screw it. I'm not gonna worry about anything outside of Steam. And then other handhelds came out, and that's was like, okay, this is my chance. Because man, I don't just buy from Steam. I didn't buy 17. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Like
in the very beginning. I'm gonna tell you, six saved me a lot of money. I used to go to Sick a lot.
Is there 17 different devices? Mobile devices?
No, I don't think there are.
No,
I don't think there are. I mean, there are because you got the old what do you call Orion? what are they called? Not the Orion. What is it called? It's
Start
one of
calling
those
all the Game Boys.
Aya Neo.
Oh yeah, you got the Aya Neo.
Did you buy
but you
5
got
of the same ones?
Wow.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I bought. I'm gonna tell you what I bought for real. I bought 2 Steam Decks. One of them, my kid said, "What I have an Xbox. What I need that for?" I said, "All right."
Man, he threw his nose up.
And then Steam was kind of difficult about sending it back, so I just kept it.
That doesn't surprise me.
And then but I bought the 512 for me. I bought a Legion Go. I bought the White Ally, the Ally X. That's it. Yeah, making fun of me. Yeah, I think that's it.
No, because if I'm going to make fun of you, I'm going to shoot for the moon. That's why I said 17.
I just laughed at the joke, man. That's all I did.
Because Six saved me a lot of money. Because man, before I was so desperate for a Windows PC because I wanted Game Pass, bro. Like,
yeah, I remember that
Game Pass, like the One X player. The One X player was $1,500 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It might be because you didn't have enough money. You bought 18 handhelds. I mean,
it went up now. You got 18 of them.
Hey, look, Legion Go, man. Right. I mean, the Legion Go, man. If I could get that one, bro, for less than $1,500, if somebody's reselling it, I'm gonna buy it.
What did I saw for $1,350 at Best Buy?
I mean, after taxes, it's gonna be $1,500.
No, that's
Let me know when you want to buy it so I can put it on my credit.
No tax weekend. Wait, they don't have that for no tax weekend. They don't have
because look, man, look, they normally I like every time I go to Best Buy, they have one on display, and just look at how much bigger their screen is. You know, I never took the Joy-Cons off or anything like that. Just that screen is just I have a laptop. And
he has one.
I have a laptop, and I'm not gonna take it around. Like this is like sometimes, man, you just dismiss some of these stupid rebuttals. Like, I just get a laptop. You're not gonna carry a laptop around, and most of these laptops are. If you're gonna get a big dog laptop, it's not a USB-C.
Yeah,
it's gonna have a big ass power brick. Huh?
Mine has a big ass.
What is it that someone said to be sick? You spent $1,000 on a ROG Ally X. You could have spent $750 on a PS5 Pro. I'm like, that's very hard to carry around with me when I travel.
Exactly.
Look, why are people comparing a PS5 Pro to this PC? Like, if I wanted a PlayStation, it's obvious. It's obvious that I could have gotten a PlayStation if I wanted that piece of crap. If I'm spending $1,000 on this handheld, and it's like
he's got 16 handhelds.
People say, they went about this ROG Ally, this Xbox ROG Ally to play Spider-Man. She just bought a PlayStation 5. I'm not buying a PlayStation 5 to play that one Rudy Poo game.
Angry black man on
Rudy Poo game. Tell him,
bro.
He's right about that.
Bro, when I see stuff like that, I just want to get off of Twitter when I see dumb stuff.
I don't even know why the Nintendo heads are like, oh, it's not the Switch 2. No, it kicks Switch 2's ass.
That's the point. That's the point.
Man, you know what? I got this thing set up. I want to go play, and now you got eating up my playtime.
Yeah, man, and the more I look at it, the more jealous I get, bro. That's
because I'm about to jump back on Megabox on my ROG Ally X. Right?
Oh,
hey,
you got an X. So I still got the fucking white one. Ugh.
Look, so
I'm on the low end now.
I got 600 for the white one because I had the 2 terabyte in there. Otherwise I wouldn't have sold it because you take shorts, man. I saw most of them going for 300 and 350, 345. I saw. I was like, man, I just keep it or give it to somebody before I just take a short Legal? Like that. Well, Legal had a new one.
Hey man, I'm staying out of that, man.
There are so many Texas boys. There are so many Texas guys around here. We could basically do our own show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, geez, I'm the odd man out when it comes to that shit. Now
who's on the internet in the Xbox community other than us? Ray.
King James.
Dreamcast guy. He ain't in the dance.
That's all. Why do you have to remind me? Check that all the time. He's like, hey, Dreamcast guy's local around here. I'm like, don't remind me.
That's his homeboy. Hey, on the cool, that's who he went to QuakeCon with. He left me to go to QuakeCon with Dreamcast.
He got a picture with Dreamcast guy. He showed me that. He sent that picture to me. He sent that picture to me and Sick, and we were like about to gag, man.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe you posting Dreamcast.
See, that's why he didn't tell me he was going to QuakeCon, because him and Max was at QuakeCon together.
I thought for the longest time he was from Tennessee, and then they're like, no. Like Turk did. No, Turk sent the picture too.
No,
Turk sent the picture.
He's over by Louisville, I think.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I keep forgetting he's local.
And then what's the other guy, Mr.
Ray?
Keith?
So Ray, yeah,
Ray.
What's his name, Mr.
Ray.
Keith?
Mr. Kima is, but he doesn't do content at all.
He's in Fort Worth, I think.
Yeah, but he's just
nothing wrong with that.
Member of the community.
I'm on the other side.
And then,
all right, man. Well, I don't want to take you
James.
from your playing time.
King James.
King James. I haven't heard his name in a while. What happened to him?
I don't know.
Who?
King James.
King James.
He always said, "I'm just sliding through."
Oh, you mean Range G4?
That's Range G4.
Oh, that's Range G4. Okay, I'm getting both confused. I getting both because
Dude, I mean,
they all black.
like
they all black. You guys look the same.
Oh,
what's his name? Unlimited is from H-Town.
Yeah, Unlimited is down Houston. Yeah.
Full disclosure, the white guy.
And then one of those dudes from 100's panel.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember which one of those, because one of them is from Philly, one of them is from Houston. On 100's panel.
Doesn't Dreamcast guy hate Xbox? No, actually, Dreamcast guy loves Xbox. That's why he talks about it nonstop.
Well, look. Let's be honest, man. I don't understand PlayStation. Like, we know the PlayStation community has nothing to talk about. They got one game and they were over that in a couple days. Yeah, and they were over that in a couple days.
Realist, I saw Stallion playing Ghost of Yotai. I actually thought it was a pretty good looking game. I don't know why they're getting all that flack on it, man.
Bro, Ghost of Yotai is going to be outstanding. See, me and Unlimited myself, we got into it about that.
I thought,
like, bro, if you love Assassin's Creed, you love the Ghost games. There's nothing but Assassin's Creed in Japan.
That's what I thought.
Well, and the thing was, like, the environment looked really good. It actually reminded me of, like, the quality of a Red Dead Redemption 2. I was like, man, this game looks really good. I don't know why.
Bro, don't tell me you like playing screenshot mode too.
No, that's Bing. I don't do the picture.
That's Bing. Yeah,
that's Bing, man. I mean, but I do appreciate a good environment on a sandbox.
Oh no,
game.
look, hey, PlayStation when it comes to graphics, I give PlayStation their props, but that doesn't make games fun.
No. But it didn't look bad.
Just look at Callisto Protocol. That's one of the prettier games. People didn't care.
Ghost of Tsushima is going to be in my ROG soon. Just letting you know.
Yeah, and it's a good game. I always thought that's.
And I'm going to post it so all the PlayStation fanboys can snicker at me.
Bro, that's the game. That's the game that made my PlayStation worth having, bro. Like okay, Astro was cool, but Ghost of Tsushima made me feel like. All right, this is worth playing. This is worth having now, because like, man, Last of Us is not for me. Oh, and another one of those movie games that played well on Unreal 5. Did y'all play it with the dude? He had the white dude with the black woman, and she turned to like a specter. I can't remember the name of that game.
I know what you're talking about. Man. I can't think of the name. It's one of those movie games. We were talking about Unreal 5 games, and you know how y'all cut me off, and I didn't get to go through my list. I guess y'all got tired. I guess y'all got tired of hearing it. But man, was it Immortals or something like that?
Immortals or Avian? Oh, it might have been Immortals. No.
Vanishers.
Like
what? Vanishers.
Vanishers. Yes.
Never heard of that.
Like that's
Bing was talking about that game.
That game didn't have any hiccups, and that was a solid game.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, hey man, look, I'm looking at other games, and I'm gonna shut up. Have y'all looked into that Mudang game? Mudang, Korean game. They showed it on Xbox stage. It's like a spy game.
That's a Korean game. I thought that was a Chinese.
We'll see. I could be wrong.
All the same.
No, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. I just thought it was like another one of from China.
It's all the same.
Oh, full disclosure, the white guy did not say that.
Once again, did not
say that. They're going to be coming out like, man, that Kieran guy, he's a real racist. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was on my best behavior, man.
Like Shaggy, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
All right, man, let's get out of here. I'm going to go play some ROG. Play Expedition 3.
And then all your complaints, send them to Sid.
Yeah, they're from Seoul, South Korea. You heard, Kier?
Oh, South Korea.
What's that? What'd you say? Is it from South Korea?
North Korea.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Then if it's South Korea, it might have more of my attention because I'm still not sold on the developers out of China yet. So I think they're
okay. All right. I know I said I was shut up. What game did they come out running solid though out of China? Didn't that Lost Soul Aside? Didn't that Lost Soul Aside game come from China? Another one of those exclusive. Yeah, it's a China hero game, bro.
Okay.
Another one of those exclusives that went straight to PC and nobody cared about. This goes right back into what we've been saying, bro. These games need to be everywhere. Sarah Bond was right. That's an antiquated way. All right, I'm done for real.
But it does run on
Shout out to everybody in the chat who hung with us the whole time.
All right, guys. Good night. Thanks for helping me out. Thank you for watching the unboxing of my ROG after having it just sitting there for a few days. And
thanks for coming through and interacting with Vladimir and Google Poll.
Yes,
respect.
Of course. And
good questions, by the way.
And this guy named Sick that's in there too. And then Sam came in for a little. Yeah, you already said.
Oh
Sam,
yeah,
right?
Sam was there for a minute.
Yeah. So, all right, man, let's get out of here. Go have some fun, play Xbox stuff, and enjoy the new ROG Ally. It's an Xbox. This is an Xbox.
This is an Xbox.
It's not an Xbox. Just because you say it's an Xbox, it doesn't matter what Asus says. It doesn't matter what you say. It's not an Xbox.
It's an Xbox.
It's a PC with an Xbox button.
I was told Xbox is dead. All right,
whatever.
Bye.